on 97.9 FM is brought to you by
John Jones Auto Group, McDonald's of Salem, Salem Crossing, Meadowview Healthcare, and McAllister Land Consulting.
Also brought to you by Salem Speedway, Washington County Tire, Schneck Hospital, Papa John's, and Marshall Monument.
And we are back, week 5 of the Indiana high school football season, and your Salem Lions are on the road tonight at Springs Valley to face the Springs Valley Blackhawks. Salem comes into this game 1-3, and Springs Valley comes in 3-1. And this begins a 3-game road trip for the Lions, finishing up the season with 2 home games.
That is correct. I think there is a lot of key points to this game. I think this is kind of our last plateau to get through before we get to, I don't want to say the easier part of the season, but there's less ranked teams we have later in the season.
Yeah, you know, we've played some tough matchups this year already. Silver Creek, obviously a pretty much bigger school than Salem, and then we were home against Brownstown last week, and obviously Brownstown's probably the best football team on our schedule this year, Zach. So a little update for those from last week. Salem fell to Brownstown at home 54-12, and Springs Valley beat West Washington 55-15. And after 3 consecutive losses, and the Lions being outscored 149-27 in those losses, the Lions are looking for a road win tonight against Springs Valley, Zach.
Yeah, we really need that. I think one of the key points tonight for the Lions will be stopping the run game. There's a lot of comparisons you can make with Springs Valley and Brownstown. Brownstown is the number 1 scoring offense in the state, as Springs Valley is the number 2 scoring 1A school in the state, averaging 50.25 points a game.
Yeah, you know, we've seen Brownstown. They've put up at least 50 points in every one of their games this year. Valley looks like they're kind of right behind them this year after scoring another 50-point game last week against West Washington. And, you know, those are 2 pretty evenly matched size schools. West Washington's 1A, Springs Valley's 1A, but Salem obviously has the student population advantage over Springs Valley, so I look for that to help us tonight, Zach.
Most definitely. As we look at the schedule, in Salem's first games up to this point, including Springs Valley, the total win-loss for all those teams is 12-3, and as we move on next week to Corden and look ahead, prior to tonight, they are 4-12.
Yeah, go ahead.
So I just think we need to come in, play some hard-nosed football, get this under our belt, and move on to next week.
Yeah, 2 tough games in a row for the Lions. Valley, obviously, you know, that's new to our schedule. 2 years ago was the first time we played them in 2022. We fell to them 23-16 here, and then last year we fell to them 46-11 at home. But I believe, if I'm not wrong, that the Valley team last year was a little better than the team they have this year.
Yeah, looking back at previous records, last year Springs Valley finished 10-2. That's a pretty good season.
Yeah, and you know, a couple other games we've got in the area this Friday night is we've got West Washington is playing Paoli. I'll tell you what, that Paoli team's playing hot this year.
Yeah, Paoli, they're tough. They're ranked in the top 15 for 2A. They're ready to play ball.
Yeah. And West Washington comes into that game 2-2, obviously after the devastating loss to Valley last week. And then Paoli shut out Perry Central 47-0 last week. It's another big matchup for them in the plaque. But what do you think some key points to the game tonight are, Zach?
Like I said earlier, I think one of the biggest things is going to be stopping the run. Number 31, that is Christian Hamilton. I think he's the guy to stop. He has the majority of the rushing yards for this Blackhawks team, and the defense has got to show up and play, especially with the same type of mentality Brownstown has. Just score as many points as you can, as quick as you can.
Yeah, absolutely. The number 31, Christian Hamilton, he's a 5'10", 161-pound senior. He's running back, DB, probably plays both sides of the ball. Small school, obviously, you know, you have that a lot. But he's fast, he runs hard. Kind of like the kids we've seen through this year, through all those bigger matchups. We saw Springs Valley's running back ran the ball real hard. Or not Springs Valley, Silver Creek's running back ran the ball real hard. Brownstown obviously ran the ball really hard. and Scottsburg's running back ran the ball hard all night. So we've faced some pretty big-time runners this year, and I don't look for tonight to be any different, really.
No, not at all. Especially with the mentality this school brings, they're just going to try and run.
Yep. It's a beautiful Friday night, Zach. It's a little warm out there. We're in this air-conditioned press box, luckily.
Nice.
Yep, absolutely. But it's homecoming night for Valley. Obviously, we want to make that trip over here and run that for them. You don't ever want a team to win. You obviously always want to beat a team when you're on the road at Adam. But hopefully the Lions can pull this out tonight. But let's take a bit of a break here, Zach, and we will be right back after a word from one of our sponsors.
When you want to honor your loved one, you choose someone you can trust. Marshall Monuments, Southern Indiana's monument experts. In their 78 years of community service, Marshall Monuments has provided excellence and experience and continues to take pride in workmanship and guarantees satisfaction in the final product. Whether you're looking for a custom monument, stones, or mausoleums or military markers, Marshall Monuments not only services all of Kentuckiana, but can come to you when you can't make the trip to the local office. Corey Churchman and the staff at Marshall Monuments do everything by hand and stand by the quality of their work. When you're dealing with Marshall Monuments in Salem, you're working with expert craftsmanship and specially trained stone artisans. Call or text today at 812-412-2014 for a free estimate and to set up an appointment to see their quality work. Or stop by the shop at 106 South Water Street in Salem, Indiana. Top quality stonework at hometown prices.
And we are back over here at French Lick at Springs Valley High School, home of the Springs Valley Blackhawks. The commentator is currently going over some starters here for the team, so if you hear that, I apologize in the background. But Zach's looking up right now to see exactly who the number one the receiver is for Springs Valley. One of their main receivers has about 90% of their receiving yards this year. And obviously, we've already talked about number 31 being the kind of the brunt of the running game there. Obviously, he's going to be the one to stop for them.
That wide receiver, his name is James Wall, number 15. He's a 5'10 senior playing 153. He plays both sides of the ball, wide receiver and DB. He has 4 total touchdowns this season, and 3 of them are through the air. He's averaging 54 receiving yards a game. Yeah, second place receiver is averaging 1.8 receiving yards a game.
Yeah, so obviously number 15 is getting the brunt of the plays there. And we are going to step aside here for the national anthem. We will be right back.
And like stars
are back after hearing the wonderful national anthem over here at Springs Valley as the Salem Lions take on the Springs Valley Blackhawks tonight. We have about 7 minutes here before kickoff. The teams are making their way to their sideline. Looks like Springs Valley is about to enter the field. The Lions are on their sideline opposite of where we are sitting. So, Zach, what do you look for? Obviously, you've been to a few of the Salem games this year. What do you look for the Lions to do well tonight, and what do you think that might hurt them in the long run tonight?
I think one of the things we've really done well with this year is giving the ball to Logan Dent, and he has done a great job carrying the ball. Even last week, he went out pretty early in the game, and you could tell that there was a big impact on him not being there. And when he made it into the fourth quarter, he carried the ball, I think, 3 times in a row, and he carried the ball with authority.
Yeah, you know, it goes to show the toughness of a kid. He left the game early. For those that weren't at the game or weren't listening, number 4, Logan Dent for the Lions, left the game in the very first quarter, carried the ball 1 time in the first quarter, exited the game, was having a problem on the sideline, actually went across the road over to St. Vincent Hospital, got checked out, came back and suited back up and entered the game back again in the fourth quarter. So obviously shout out to Mallory, our athletic trainer, for recognizing, hey, we need to go get him checked out. Also shout out to St. Vincent Salem Hospital for getting him in and out, checking him out, making sure he was okay. He looks like he's okay. He looked pretty good in warm-ups there. But what do you look as the Lions need to kind of fix for tonight, and hopefully that'll stop them from having another runaway loss?
I think the biggest thing for us has got to be our defense has to show up, fill all the gaps, play hard-nosed football. Team tackle, that is another big thing we need to work on.
Yeah, I agree 100%. You know, last week we saw the defense kind of laid down against Brownstown. Obviously, Brownstown comes into the game, one of the top-ranked teams in the state. Very good, has put 50 points on at least every game. But it looked like the defense was just almost kind of scared to tackle their running back. But I will say one thing that I've noticed that the Lions have done a lot better on as the season progressed is holding on to the football.
I would agree. That first game against North Harrison and even into the second game against Silver Creek, we turned the ball over a lot, especially in the red zone when we really need to get those points.
Yeah, absolutely. We had 7 turnovers, I believe, in the first 2 games. Most of them being fumbles. I think we had 1 interception, but 6 of those 7 being fumbles. Obviously, you can't win football games when you're turning the ball over 3 or 4 times in a game. But the Lions, even though they've been 2 kind of blowout losses there, 54-7 against Scottsburg and 54-12 last week against Brownstown, we've held on to the ball. We haven't had any turnovers in those 2 games, other than a turnover on down. But yeah, we've done a lot better of a job holding on to the ball.
I would agree. And another thing to note is in the Indiana Football Coaches Association polls, Springs Valley comes in at number 8 in 1A schools.
Yeah, so obviously another big matchup for the Lions here, another ranked school. We see here, I'm not sure if there's need to step aside here. I don't believe so. I think we're okay. They're honoring a person here tonight. I think we're going to step aside for just a minute. Take a little moment of silence here for the lost player, I believe it is.
I think so.
And we will be right back.
At Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, we're good at insurance, but not just any insurance. We're good at...
No.
Did you forget the parking brake? Yes, you forgot the parking brake. Insurance. When the forecast calls for cheese ball size tail insurance. Even shouldn't have parked under that tree. Insurance. Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance and stop knocking on wood.
Call your Washington County Farm Bureau agent, Jason Petmeyer, at 812-620-8923.
All right, we are back. Obviously, we'll pray for the family of the lost player there. Never mind, here's the silence.
Planning to buy some land or build a new home or maybe put up a fence? Do you know your property line? Are you in a floodplain? When it comes to surveying your property, call someone you can trust with years of experience. That's McAllister Land Consulting. Call 812-274-0860, providing fast, friendly service at reasonable rates. McAllister Land Consulting can provide a wide range of services, including residential and commercial certified land surveys, flood elevation certificates, and land usage consulting. Get to know your property. Call McAllister Land Consulting for a free quote today at 812-274-0860.
All right, now we are officially back here about 2 minutes before kickoff on this Friday night, where your Salem Lions are at Springs Valley tonight to play the Blackhawks. Anyway, what we were talking about before the break, kind of the keys to victory here for the Lions. Another key to victory, I believe, is you got to pounce on this team early.
Yes.
Like you talked about, they're number 8 in the state in 1A. Obviously, you've got to bounce on a team that's top 10 as early as you can.
I know another thing we need to know. We've talked a lot about Springs Valley's offense, but we got to give props to their defense too. They are only giving up an average of 17 points a game. If you're not letting your opponent score, it's hard to beat them.
Yeah, obviously, if you come over here on Salem, we've been 3 up until either last year or the year before. We moved down. Obviously, any kind of 1A matchup, we feel like we should win. But when we come over to face a team that's only averaging, allowing 17 points a game, it's tough to beat a team like that because that means you can't allow them to average more than 17 points a game.
It's tough at any level, especially in high school football.
Yeah, absolutely. You're going to see some higher scoring games in high school than you will in college and NFL and stuff like that. But it looks like this Valley team, they're very physical. It looks like standing on the sideline over here. They've got some big kids. Their quarterback, I believe, is number 22, Blake Buchanan. He's a junior, 5'11", 163 pounds. And I'll tell you what, from sitting up here, he looks a lot more than 163 pounds.
Oh, yeah, I would definitely agree with you there. As both teams are going to meet at midfield for the coin toss.
Yep, we've got, looks like Adam Mull, Seth Ponsford, and who is number 52 for the Lions there? Anyway, they're shaking hands at midfield there. Let's see what we get here on the coin toss. I do know the Lions are most of the time electing to receive the ball in the kickoff, and I agree with that maybe tonight against a high-powered offense. You got to take the ball, try to get in first.
Yeah, set the tone, let them know you're coming and you are ready to score and play ball.
Yeah, absolutely. We're going to step aside real quick as they do the coin toss, and we will be back for the opening kickoff.
At Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, we're good at insurance, but not just any insurance. We're good at...
No.
Did you forget the parking brake? Yes, you forgot the parking brake. Insurance. When the forecast calls for cheese ball side tail insurance. Even shouldn't have parked under that tree. Insurance. Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance and stop knocking on wood.
Call your Washington County Farm Bureau agent, Jason Petmeyer, at 812-620-8923.
WSLM 97.9 FM. This has been the Salem Lions pregame show, brought to you by the following sponsors.
John Jones Auto Group, McDonald's of Salem, Salem Crossing, Meadowview Healthcare, McAllister Land Consulting.
Also brought to you by Salem Speedway, Washington County Tire, Schneck Hospital, Papa John's of Salem, and Marshall Monument.
All right, football fans, the teams are out for the opening kickoff here. Springs Valley won the coin toss, elected to defer to the second half, so the Lions will be receiving here. I look at this as a positive. Hopefully the Lions can get in the end zone first, get an early lead on a team like Springs Valley, and just kind of never let up.
Definitely, receiving's been our bread and butter this year. The majority of games we've received the opening kickoff. So.
Absolutely. Looks like the kicker for Springs Valley, I believe, is number 10, Graydon McGee, 5'8", 144-pound senior. Back to deep to receive for the Lions are Seth Ponsford and Noah Deaton. And here's the kick. Kind of a short kick there, going to land about the 20-yard line, picked up by Noah Deaton, and he is wrapped up early and brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Lions will start their first drive on their own 25-yard line, and here comes the offense, Larry.
Yeah, looking at Springs Valley's defense taking the field, they look like they're big, stout, and physical, so it'll be interesting to see how they attack the Lions tonight.
Yeah, they've got some big kids up front. We got number 73. He's Casey Jones, a 6 foot, 230-pound defensive lineman. He's a senior, but Lions step up to the line here. Mole under center. Deaton and Dent in the backfield, receiver on both sides here, and there's a snap. Toss to Dent. He takes around the right side, finds a little bit of a hole, and he runs forward for about 2 yards. And he is brought down at the 28-yard line for the Lions.
I think that was a pretty good play to start with. We'll set the tone, show them we're not afraid to run the ball.
Yeah, you've seen a lot of teams here this year coming to Salem, obviously looking to stop the run. That's primarily what we do. But it looks like that's what we're going to continue to do tonight. All right, Dean brings the play into Mole. Lions are back to the line here. Mole under center. Deaton and Dent in the backfield, receiver on both sides. And here's the snap, and Mole fumbles the snap, and the ball is on the ground, and it is recovered by Springs Valley.
Yeah.
Zach, that's something we talked about early. Can't turn the ball over, and looks like the Blackhawks are going to get their first possession of the game after a fumble by the Lions on the Lions' 29-yard line. That's a big turnover there for the Lions.
Yeah, that was one of the key points, is not turning over the ball. We did not need to turn the ball over that quick in the game.
No. Looks like Springs Valley's already on the line here. Number 22 in shotgun, running back to his left side, 2 receivers to the right. And there is, we're in a hard count here. And there's the snap, handoff to the running back, number 31. He takes her on the right side, finds a pretty decent-sized hole for a 5-yard gain down to the Lions' 24-yard line.
That is exactly what we were going to look for this game. Hamilton was expected to run the ball a lot, and they go straight to him right out of the gate.
Yeah, absolutely. Just kind of a quick handoff. Springs Valley is in the no-huddle offense here. But Buchanan back to the line here with number 31, Christian Hamilton, on his right side, 2 receivers to the left. And the snap and the handoff to the left to Hamilton. He cuts it back up the middle, hurdles a Lion, and he is brought down at the 8-yard line. Or is that the 9, Zach? The 9-yard line. Yep. So it's going to be first and goal for Springs Valley here with, it looks like, about 10.5 minutes to go in this first quarter, 0-0. Lions got to get the stop here to prevent Springs Valley from getting in the end zone.
That was a 16-yard rush, I believe.
Buchanan back to the line. Hamilton on his left, number 42. Augie Perkheiser on his right, and a handoff to number 31, Hamilton. He runs around the right, gets a block from his running back, and is brought down at the end. He is brought down at the 1-yard line. Another big run there from number 31, Christian Hamilton. We've already seen him 3 runs here in a row, and the Valley Blackhawks have moved the ball 28 yards in 3 plays.
That is what we preached in the pregame show, is stopping them on the run.
And I'll tell you what, this ball couldn't get any closer to the goal line here. Buchanan comes out in shotgun, number 31, Hamilton on his right. And here is the snap and a handoff to number 31, and he just walks into the end zone untouched. Touchdown, Springs Valley.
I'm pretty sure he was in the end zone before anyone even touched him.
Yeah, I believe, that was a good push there from the Springs Valley line. But I think we're going to see a lot of that tonight. Number 31 kind of just on a quick handoff up the middle, and the Lions are going to have to get that stopped early.
Every play in that drive was to number 31, Christian Hamilton.
Yep. We talked about pregame. He's going to get the load of the offense here, and just showed on the first drive. All right, Springs Valley lines up for the point after kick. Number 10, Graydon McGee back to kick the point after here. And there's the snap, the hold, and the kick is up, and it is good. Springs Valley takes the lead over your Salem Lions, 7-0. 9 minutes and 36 seconds left in the first quarter. We will be right back.
Sprained ankle,
swollen joints, and no time for an appointment? Schneck Medical Center has you covered. Visit our orthopedic walk-in clinic for expert care. Our specialists provide fast attention to a number of bone and joint problems. No appointment necessary. Available Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 11:30 a.m. For more information, visit schneckmed.org. Schneck, healthy together.
All right, we are back over here at Springs Valley High School, where your Salem Lions are set to play the Springs Valley Blackhawks tonight. Score currently is 7-0. Springs Valley has the lead with 9:36 over left in the first quarter here. We saw Salem fumble the ball early in the drive, I believe second or third play, and Springs Valley recover it, take 4 plays, and gain 28 yards there. And there's the kick. Another short kick to number 4, Logan Dent. He catches it about the 15-yard line. He is up the middle, breaking a few tackles, pulling a few players, and he is brought down finally at the 37-yard line. So the Lions are going to have good field starting position here at their own 37-yard line.
That was a very good return by Dent. Maybe that'll give us a little momentum to carry on later in the game.
Yeah, you gotta flush that fumble. There's just a missed exchange on the snap there. You gotta flush that, move on to the next play, and kind of just forget about it, really.
Yeah, Brandon, with you playing quarterback, you would know about that. You really just need to shake it off and keep playing.
That Lions to the line here. Mole in shotgun formation with Logan Dent behind him on the left. 2 receivers on each side there, and a snap handoff to Dent. He takes around the right, breaks the tackle, and he's across the 40-yard line and finally brought down at the 44-yard line. About a 8-yard carry there for number 4, Logan Dent.
Yeah, that is exactly what Dent did on the kickoff. He was just lowering his shoulder and running as hard as he can. That is what he is very good at.
Yeah, and that's my favorite thing about number 4, Logan Dent there for the Lions, is he runs hard no matter, it's the point of the game, no matter what's happened, but he's running hard all the time. All right, Braxton Dean brings the play to the huddle. Lions come to the line, trailing 7-0 with 8 minutes and 50 seconds left. Mole under center here, Deaton in the backfield, and Karasmore in motion. There's a snap handoff to Deaton, and he is brought down immediately as he took the handoff for a loss of about 2 yards there for the Lions.
I believe number 75 was in on that tackle.
Yeah, that's
Parker Chaplin.
Number 75, yeah, Parker Chaplin, 6', 281 senior. The Springs Valley up front there defensively, they are very, very big, very physical kids. But let's see, hopefully on this 3rd and 4 here, if the Lions can make a first down here. Lions come back to the line. Mole under center, Deaton and Dent in the backfield here, receiver on both sides. And there's the snap, the fake handoff to Dent, and Mole's rolling out to his left. There's a flag on the play, going to be a holding. But Mole is brought down just past the line of scrimmage, but I believe that's going to be a holding on the Lions.
Holding penalties have really cost us this season. That's right up there with fumbles, what changed the momentum of a game for the Lions.
Yeah, absolutely. That's just a drive killer, you know. You got 3rd and short, run a pass play, and immediately flag comes out for your offensive line holding. And it looks like it's going to be a 10-yard holding penalty on the Lions, and that's going to be a big one. Yeah, that is going to put the Lions at, again, 3rd down, but now it's going to be 3rd down and forever here. 3rd and 19 for the Lions, I believe, at their own 28-yard line here. Lions come to the line. Mole under center, receiver offset to his right there. Deaton in the backfield, and there's a break in the motion. And the refs moved the ball back too far, so let's rephrase that. Lions are going to be 3rd down and 14 from their own 33-yard line here. Mole under center. The Lions come to line, trailing 7-0, 8 minutes left in the first quarter. And Dent in motion. Snap. Fake toss to Dent. It's going to be a screen pass. Mole tosses it to Braxton Dean, who drops the ball and is absolutely smoked after he drops the ball. It's going to bring up 4th and 14 for the Lions on their own 33-yard line. Again, trailing 7-0 to the Springs Valley Blackhawks. 7 minutes and 52 seconds left in the first quarter. And Braxton Dean is out to punt. We have seen Braxton have some nice punts this year.
He has been very good punting for Salem. I think Salem's had a pretty good history of punters.
Yep. And here is the snap, the good snap to Dean. And the punt's away, and it's a short one. It's a high, spinny punt here. And it's going to land about the 44-yard line, take a Salem bounce, and end up being downed at the Springs Valley 38-yard line, where the Blackhawks will take over on their second drive of the night. And we will take a short commercial break.
Drew and Johnson Scott here to tell you that American Family Insurance is committed to protecting your dream home so that your family has a place to share laughs, celebrations, and milestones, which is why their new homeowner discount rewards customers who have purchased a new home in the last 3 years with a discount on their homeowner's home.
All right, Springs Valley is moving quick here. They're already on the line. Number 22, Buchanan, is in gun. Bunch receivers to the right, and a snap and a handoff to number 31 on an end around. It's going to be a jet sweep here, and he is pushed out of bounds by number 3, Peyton Shockey, at the Springs Valley 42-yard line.
Looks like it was a gain of about 4 yards on the play.
Yep. You know, when your offense is gaining 4, 5, 6 yards every single play, that's a really nice thing to have.
Yeah.
All right, Valley back to the line here. 7 minutes and 13 seconds in the first quarter, leading the Lions 7-0. Buchanan in gun, number 31 and number 42, I believe. Nope. Handoff to number 42 here to the right side. Lowers his shoulder, runs over a couple Lions, and is finally brought down at the 50-yard line. But that gain is good enough for a first down for Springs Valley. That was number 42, Augie Perkheiser. We've seen him run the ball one other time tonight. Again, Augie Perkheiser is a 5'8", 191-pound junior, and that is a lot of man. Springs Valley back to the line. Buchanan in gun. Number 41, Noah Allstott to his right. Number 42, Augie Perkheiser to his left. There's the snap and the quick pass to number 15, and he takes it up, and he is making a few cuts, cutting back across the field, and he has a lot of room in front of him. He's at the 35, the 30, the 25, the 20. Makes the cut. He's at the 15, the 10, the 10, the 5. Valley. Big 50-yard pass play right there from number 22, Blake Buchanan, to number 15, James Wall, who caught the ball on the left on a screen pass, ended up running down the right sideline, and turned that screen pass into a 50-yard catch-and-run touchdown.
Yeah, after talking to a couple of players from Salem, they said that is their bread and butter, is just a little screen pass to Walls and then a pitch and catch, and he makes things happen with his legs.
Yeah, we talked pregame about him. Hang on. Springs Valley is set for the point after kick. There's the snap, the hold, the kick is up, and the kick is good. Springs Valley takes an early 14-0 lead here. 6:25 to go in the first quarter. We will stay here, but we talked early in the game. Number 15's got about 90% of the receiving yards for Springs Valley, and I see why.
He just met his average yards per game off that one catch right there. I think he averages 54 receiving yards a game, and he just got 50 off that one catch.
Yeah, we don't see Springs Valley. You know, they don't throw the ball a lot. I think their quarterback only has 22 pass attempts on the season, but he's got 300 and something yards, or 200 and something yards, and number 15 has about 190 of them. And I see why.
He made things happen with his feet right there.
Yeah, I mean, he got the ball at the line of scrimmage and ran 50 yards himself, but he also ran all the way across the field to make it happen, had blockers in front of him. It was a very beautiful play, actually, there for Springs Valley.
He probably ran the length of the field twice.
Yeah, he did. Okay, we are back here for the kickoff. Springs Valley does things very quickly. We may not have a whole lot of commercial breaks tonight, but we've got number 7, and Anakin Kiamo. He's a junior. He is in to kick the ball. Not sure where number 10 went, but number 7's in to kick the ball here. And here he goes. There's the kick, and it's a short kick.
It's a little onside kick.
Yep, little onside kick to number 71 for the Lions. Who is number 71 there, Zach?
Cuttrell.
Okay, what's his first name? Drake Cuttrell there. Made a great play. He caught the ball, just kind of laid down, safely and secured. Lions are going to have great starting field position here on their own 49-yard line. Dean brings the play into the huddle. Mole breaks the huddle. The Lions are making their way to the line here. Mole under center, Deaton and Dent in the backfield. Braxton Dean on the left and another receiver on the right. And there's the snap and the toss to Logan Dent down around the right side. and he makes a few cuts, breaks a couple tackles. He's running off on the right side. He's at the 34-yard line where he is finally brought down right on the sideline. That was a great carry there from Logan Dent.
That was a great carry, and that was a hard hit he took there at the end, too.
Yeah, it was. This Valley team hits hard, and that's something that we got to be careful with. Obviously, you don't want to get your players hurt, but Lions are back in the huddle. Here comes Dean with the play. Lions trail the Springs Valley Blackhawks 14-0 with just about 6 minutes left in the first quarter here. Lions break the huddle and make their way to the line. Mole under center, Deaton in the backfield. Braxton Dean and Dent slot receivers, and Karis Moore wide out left. Braxton in motion. There's the toss to Braxton Dean around the left side. Gets a couple blocks. There's a flag on the play, and he is brought down at the 30-yard line. There is a flag here. I believe that's also going to be another holding on the Lions.
Them holding.
Yep, holding on the Lions. Again, drive killer.
Yep. We have had several drives this season end in a fumble or a hold. Not because of the hold, but it stalled us. We lost our momentum.
Yeah, absolutely. We had Logan Dent had about a 15-yard carry on the play before. And about actually 25-yard carry on the play before. And Braxton Dean had another 5-yard carry there, but unfortunately Lions shot themselves in the foot with the holding.
That's the thing about football, is that it is a very emotional and momentum-based game.
Absolutely. Lions to the line here, 1st and 20 on the Springs Valley 44-yard line, trailing 14-0, 5:25 left in the first quarter. Mole under center, and Dent in motion. There's the snap. Fake pitch to Dent. Mole rolling out to his right. He has a receiver, Seth Ponsford, and it is just off of his fingertips and falls incomplete. That was a great rollout pass there from Mole. He just threw it a little high. Ponsford couldn't get his hands fully on it, and it just kind of trickled off his fingertips.
Yeah, and that defensive back was right there on top of him, too. If the catch was made, he wasn't going very far.
No, but it was a pretty accurate throw there from Mole. Rolling to his right as a left-handed quarterback isn't easy. He just threw it a little bit high, and unfortunately Ponsford couldn't come down with it. All right.
Breaking the huddle here.
Yep, Lions break the huddle. 14-0, trailed Springs Valley, 5 minutes left. Mole in shotgun, Dent to his left. And there's the snap, the handoff to Dent around the right side. He's got some blocking, and there's another flag on the play. And Mole is viciously brought down at the 41-yard line. And I believe that's going to be another holding on the Lions.
We wait for the call from the official here. Yep, another holding against Salem.
We played first down twice. We're about to play second down twice. But unfortunately, we keep going backwards.
I believe that is the third hold of the game already against the Lions, second on this drive.
Yeah, that's been our most common penalty this year at Salem is the holding. Our offensive linemen just keep getting caught, getting their hands outside, and we've got to stop. All right, Lions break the huddle here. 5:05 left in the first quarter, trailing 14-0. Ball is on their own 46-yard line now. It is second down and 25, it looks like. And there's a snap Mole under center. And he drops back to pass, and he throws it down the field, and it is very luckily falls straight to the ground. The intended receiver there was number 7, Karis Moore. Mole overthrew him by about 5 yards and almost threw it into the hands of a Blackhawk.
It looks like that was Hamilton, the defensive back on that play.
Yep. All right. It is third down and 30. The Lions on their own 46-yard line. Dean brings the play into the huddle. Lions making their way to the line, trailing 14-0, 4:59 left in the first quarter here. Mole under center, Deaton in the backfield, receivers on both sides. There's the snap and the handoff to Deaton up the middle, and he is brought down after a short 2-yard gain. So it's going to bring up 4th and 28 for the Lions, and here comes the punt team.
That is another stalled drive, and it falls victim to holding calls against the Lions.
Yeah, absolutely. We had it 2nd and 5. Now it's going to be a 4th and 28. There's the snap to Braxton Dean. The punt is up and away, much better than the first one, and it is going to land about the 25-yard line, take a Springs Valley bounce, and end up at the 24-yard line, where Springs Valley will take over for their third possession. 14-0, the Springs Valley Blackhawks lead the Salem Lions 4:22 left in the first quarter. I think we're just going to stay here because Springs Valley gets to the line pretty quick here.
They've been playing with lots of tempo, and that's one thing about tempo is you don't give your defense a break.
Yeah, that is true. We have a lot of two-way players here, so hopefully that can play a factor here. All right, Springs Valley on the line, Buchanan in gun, Hamilton on his left, number 41, Allstott on his right. There's the snap handoff to Hamilton around the right side. He's got a bleed blocker, and he is still on his feet, and he is steps out of bounds. Very controversial out of bounds there at his own 34-yard line. It's going to be another first down for the Springs Valley Blackhawks.
Right at the sticks at 10 yards right there.
Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't measure that, but it was right there. I'll tell you what, luckily for us, Salem, he stepped out of bounds. If not, he'd been run down by himself.
He would have been in the end zone if he didn't step out of bounds on that one.
All right, Springs Valley comes back to the line. Buchanan in gun. Hamilton on his right, Allstott on his left. Springs Valley leads 14-0, 4:16 left in the first quarter. There's the snap and a little screen pass there out to his left. That's number 23 running with it, and he is down to across the 50-yard line. I believe he's going to be at the Lions 49-yard line. Another great big screen pass play for the Springs Valley Blackhawks there, and just a pass at the line of scrimmage turns into a 15-yard gain.
Yeah, that was Bryson Caven on that catch, and from what talking to the players, screen passes is their bread and butter in the passing game.
Valley already back to the line. Buchanan in gun. 41 Allstott to his right, 31 Hamilton on his left. And there's a snap and the handoff to Hamilton around the right, and he finds a hole on the right, and he is running to the sideline, being chased by a group of Lions. He's at the 30, the 25, and pushed out of bounds at the 22-yard line. Big 27-yard gain there for number 31, Christian Hamilton for Springs Valley.
If he didn't step out of bounds, there's another walk into the end zone.
Absolutely. Lions have got to put a stop to that. Already trailing 14-0 in the first quarter with 3:43 to go here. And Valley's done a good job of controlling the clock. They've stopped it almost every play on this drive. But Valley back to the line here. Number 22, Buchanan in gun. Hamilton to his left. Number 42, Augie Perkaiser on his right. Lions are moving around there. There's the snap and a quarterback draw with Buchanan. He runs around the right, gets a few blockers, and is brought down at the 10-yard line. That was a great tackle there by, I believe, is that number 3, Peyton Shockey?
I believe it is.
Yep. We've seen Peyton Shockey make a few touchdown-saving tackles this year, and there was just another one right there. The quarterback had him and Peyton Shockey between him and the end zone, and that was about it. But Peyton made a great tackle there.
Springs Valley's just having their way. Whatever they want to run, they can get done 8-10 yards to carry.
Valley back to the line here. Buchanan in gun. Number 41, Allstott on his left. Number 2, Elijah Dickey on his right. Handoff to Allstott up the middle, and he makes a stiff arm, and he is brought down at the 1-yard line there. The Lions are going on the border of falling down 21-0 in this game. And they need to make a stop here. The ball is at the half-yard line here.
It may be closer than the half-yard line.
Yeah, it's right there. Valley back to the line here, leading 14-0, 2 minutes and 50 seconds to play in the first quarter. Buchanan in gun, Dickey on his right, Allstott on his left. 2 receivers out to the left. And there's the snap and the handoff to 41 Allstott, and he walks into the end zone. Touchdown, Springs Valley.
That was another play at the 1-yard line. He just walks right in, wasn't touched till he hit the end zone.
Yeah, you never want to see players getting into the end zone untouched here. But the Salem's got to put a stop to this pass as your Lions fall before the kick 20-0 with 2 minutes and 39 seconds to go in the first quarter here. Valley at the line, set up for the point after kick. Number 10, McGee back. And here is the snap, and the hold is down. The kick is up, and it is good. Springs Valley takes a 21-0 lead over your Salem Lions with 2 minutes and 39 seconds to play in the first quarter.
Congress is poised to pass a bill to keep AM radio in cars, but time is running out. 82 million Americans risk losing the news, sports, talk, traffic, and vital emergency information they rely on. Text AM to 52886 and tell Congress to pass this bill now.
Message and data rates may apply. You may receive up to 4 messages a month, and you may text STOP to STOP.
This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
All right, and we are back as Springs Valley gets set up to kick the kickoff here, leading your Salem Lions 21-0 with 2:39 left in the first quarter. Zach, did you say you have a score update?
Yes. Eastern and Corden are tied at 0 in the first quarter.
Okay. All right. Well, that's always a score stream we use score stream to get our score updates here. Sometimes it's accurate, sometimes it's not. I need to get an update from the West Washington Paoli game and see how that's going. There's the kick. It's another short kick down the right side. Lands about the 26-yard line. Picked up by Noah Deaton on the sideline, and he is wrapped up and brought out of bounds at the Lions' 29-yard line as the Lions set up to take over for, I believe, their fourth drive of the game. They will take over at the 29-yard line.
Every single drive this game so far for the Lions, we've had something happen that's just swung momentum in favor of the Blackhawks. The first drive, we had the fumble. We had 2 drives with holding penalties to slow us down. We've got to get some momentum.
All right, Lions come to the line here. Ball under center. Deaton and Dent in the backfield. Karras at slot. Braxton Dean out to the left. And Karras in motion. There's a snap toss to Dent around the right side. Cuts it back up the middle, and he crosses the 30-yard line before he is viciously brought down by the Spring Valley Blackhawks at the Lions' 31-yard line. That was a big hit there by number 42. That is Augie Perkaiser. He hit Dent up high, and we don't see a lot of kids hit Dent up high and bring him down.
And he had to work for every bit of that 2 yards.
All right, here is the Lions break the huddle. On their way to the line of scrimmage currently. Mull under center, deep in the backfield. Dent and Moore at slot. Braxton Dean out to the right. Dent in motion. There's a snap. Mull drops back, throws it out to his right to Braxton Dean, and it is broke up by number 15, James Wells. The quick out route there to Braxton Dean on the right side, and the DB just made a great play.
That was nearly picked off. I think he had his hands on it twice.
Yeah, that's Mull missed to the inside there on an out route. You definitely have to miss the outside because if James Wells, number 15, we would have seen him intercept that, he would have been trotting into the end zone by himself for a touchdown. Lions break the huddle, come to the line here. Braxton Dean out left. Seth Ponsford in at tight end. Mullen gun, Dent on his right, Deaton on his left. And Deaton in motion out to the right. There's the snap, and Mull drops back, and he's scrambling. Just unloads the ball down the field, and it is caught by Deaton at the 45-yard line. He's at the 30, the 25, the 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Lions! And a big, huge pass play for the Lions there. I believe that's going to be about a 69-yard pass play for the Lions. Mull dropped back, threw it up the field to Deaton. Luckily, the corner fell down, or he would have intercepted the ball. But Deaton stayed with it, caught it, and after he caught the ball, he was by himself running down the right sideline.
That's exactly what Salem needed, some momentum to swing in our favor. Hopefully, as we break the huddle here.
Lions are going for the 2-point conversion here. Mull under center, Deaton in the backfield, Dent in the backfield. And here's the snap and the handoff to Logan Dent around the right, and he is brought down immediately in the backfield at the 9-yard line.
That was number 73, Casey Jones, a 6-foot senior.
Yeah, he came flying off the defensive line there.
He read that play perfectly.
Absolutely. Okay, so the Lions are set to kick off. The Salem Lions trail the Springs Valley Blackhawks 21-6. 1 minute and 37 seconds left in the first quarter, and we will take a commercial break.
The City of Salem Parks and Recreation Department is planning activities for your children and will have several events and opportunities this fall and winter. And don't forget to take advantage of our facilities at the Paw Park and Riley's Place Playground. Shelters are available to reserve by calling the office at 812-883-2895. There is an outside grill, picnic tables, and 4 basketball goals. Community Park on Salem's east side has a variety of activities, from basketball and tennis to skateboarding, and it's also the location for t-ball games, youth baseball, and adult softball leagues almost every evening and weekend. If you would like to reserve a...
And we are back as the Lions line up for the kickoff. Braxton Dean back to set to kick it off. Number 31, Hamilton, back deep to receive. Number 15, James Wells, back deep to receive. And number 34, I believe, back deep to receive to Springs Valley. The squib kick to the second row, caught at the 35-yard line. Number 2, he catches, runs over a Lion, and he is brought down after a great hard return there at the Lions' 45-yard line.
I believe that was Elijah Dickey on the carry?
Yes, it was. Number 2, Elijah Dickey. We've seen him run in the backfield a couple times. I think he's only ran the ball probably one time. But based on that, he runs hard.
That was a good 20-yard pickup on that squib kick.
Yeah. Lions obviously trying to keep it out of 31 and 15 hands. Kicked it to another threat for the Springs Valley Blackhawks. Valley back to the line here. 45-yard line. Buchanan in gun. There's a snap. The handoff onto the right side to Hamilton. He's got a few blockers ahead of him. Make the cut, and is brought down after the shortest game of the game for the Blackhawks after a 4-yard run. And Hamilton was brought down by a pride of Lions, one of them being number 4, Logan Dent.
Logan Dent is having himself a field day right now.
Yeah, he is definitely playing hard.
Both sides of the ball.
Yeah, absolutely. Springs Valley back to the line. Buchanan in gun, 31 on his right. 3 receivers out to the left in bunch formation. There's the snap and the handoff around the left side to Hamilton. He breaks the tackle. No, he does not break a tackle, and he is stacked up at almost the line of scrimmage and is brought down for a very short 1-yard gain at the Lions' 39-yard line. And there's 40 seconds left in the first quarter here as we're ticking down. Springs Valley leads 21-6, and Springs Valley's making a couple subs here.
I tell you, Brandon, after that long touchdown pass we had, we look like we've come to life on defense.
Yeah, absolutely. We've played a lot better on defense this drive here. Springs Valley back to the line. 3rd and 4. Buchanan in gun, 3 receivers to the right, 1 receiver to the left. And there is 31 in motion. There's the snap, and Buchanan drops back, makes a strong throw to number 15 down the right side, who catches it at the 10-yard line and is brought down but swung into the pylon. That should be a touch. No, they're going to mark him short at the half-yard line there. Zach, I believe that was a touchdown. However, he is brought out of bounds at the half-yard line as Springs Valley picks up another first down, and it's going to be the end of the first quarter where your Salem Lions trail Springs Valley Blackhawks 21-6. We will be right back after this commercial break.
This is Becky White from WSLM, and I'm here at the beautiful John Jones showroom in Salem, Indiana for the John Jones Auto Minute.
Are you ready for a touchdown of savings? It's football season, and we're kicking off the biggest sale of the year at John Jones Auto Group. Whether you're tailgating or heading to the big game, we've got the perfect ride for you. From sporty SUVs to family-friendly minivans, every vehicle is priced to win. Plus, enjoy unbeatable trade-in deals, 0% financing, and available service contracts that keep you covered long after the final whistle. So why wait? Gear up for greatness with John Jones Auto Group. We're your winning team for the best cars and deals around. Visit us today at one of our 4 convenient locations, Salem, Scottsburg, Greenville, or Corydon, or check us out online at johnjonesautogroup.com. And remember, John Jones Auto Group, you see so many because they paid so little. John Jones supports our Salem Lions. Good luck tonight, and go team.
All right, we are back, and the teams are getting set here to start the second quarter. There is a guy with a milk jug with a lot of change in it. He keeps shaking it, so all of those out there who hear that, that is what that noise is. Springs Valley comes up first and goal on their, half-yard line here.
That's the 3rd time they've been at the half-yard line.
Absolutely. But they're setting up first and goal here on the half-yard line. Start of the second quarter where the Springs Valley Blackhawks lead your Salem Lions 21-6. And, Zach, I think I know what this play is going to be. It's going to be a handoff to number 42 right up the middle.
I wouldn't doubt that one bit. This would be the 3rd attempt, I believe, in this situation. Okay.
Yep. Valley to the line here. Buchanan and gun. Perkaiser offset to his left. And there's the 31 in motion, Hamilton. And there's the snap. And number 22, Buchanan, walks into the end zone for another Springs Valley touchdown. It is 27-6, Springs Valley over the Lions. 11 minutes and 56 seconds to go here in the second quarter, and Springs Valley's kicking team is going to come out for the PAT.
That is the third touchdown this game. They have not been touched until they got into the end zone.
Yeah, and it's hard to stop a team in high school like this at the 1 yard line. It's tough. All right, Springs Valley sets for the point after kick. Number 10, McGee back to kick. And there's the snap. The hold is down. The kick is up, and it is good. Springs Valley takes a 28-6 lead over your Salem Lions with 11 minutes and 56 seconds to go in the second quarter. Well, Zach, we saw the first quarter. We've seen 4 seconds of the second quarter. What do you think we need to do here?
We've got to stop the run like we preached in the pregame. We got to stop number 31 and someone that was really not brought up in the pregame show, but Augie Perkiser, number 42, he really needs to be stopped too. They're short situations. They're handing the rock to him.
Yeah, and obviously number 42, he's coming on the roster at 5'8", 191 pounds, and I can tell you right now that kid is bigger than that. Much more muscular than he sounds also. And he's been the lead blocker on a lot of plays for Springs Valley, and a lot of those plays have turned into big run plays for him.
Oh, most definitely. He puts his shoulder down, and he's not afraid to hit someone.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, we're getting set up for the kickoff here. Number 10, McGee, set to kick. Back deep for the Lions, we've got number 6, Noah Deaton, and number 32, Seth Ponsford, set up on their own 10-yard line. McGee hears the kick, and it is a deeper kick, but it is fielded by number 3, Peyton Shockey, at the 15-yard line. He's across the 20, the 25, and he is tossed down at the Lions' 24-yard line. About a 9-yard return there for number 3, Peyton Shockey.
Yeah, they grabbed him by his jersey and just threw him down.
Yeah, these Valley kids are very physical. They're very muscular. They definitely have a physical advantage over the Lions tonight.
And they're coming. They're playing with authority.
Yeah.
It's homecoming for them. They're laying it all out.
Absolutely. Lions break the huddle. They're on the way to the line here. Ball under center. Deaton and Dent in the backfield. Braxton Dean spread out to your right. Again, Mole under center. There's the snap and the handoff to Logan Dent around the right side, and he is met at the line of scrimmage and brought down. I believe that's going to be a 1-yard loss there for Logan Dent.
I believe you.
Yep, loss of 1 there. Again, we haven't really been able to run the ball up the middle at all tonight. Dent obviously run hard. He's a big physical kid, but it's hard to, when you take the handoff and there's 2 Springs Valley Blackhawks players standing in front of you, it's hard to break through that.
Yeah, that Springs Valley D-line, they are standing in the gaps when we hand the ball off.
Absolutely. Lions back to the line of scrimmage here. 11:14 to go in the second quarter. Lions trail 28-6 to Springs Valley. Dent in motion, Mole under center, and he drops back to throw, and immediately the pocket collapses. He tosses it out left to Braxton Dean, who catches it at the 25 and crosses over the 25 to the 27, where he is quickly brought down again by the Springs Valley Blackhawks for a gain. It was a pretty good game there, though. I believe about 5 yards.
I think you're right there. Here's another situation Salem's seen several times already tonight, a third down and longer than 5.
Yeah, we got 3rd and 7 here for the Lions. They're in the huddle. It looks like Gleason's probably going to call a timeout here. It's another thing the Lions, Gleason uses his timeouts early in the game, or early in the half. And I believe we're probably going to see a timeout here.
You're just running the clock down there.
And there is a timeout by the Lions. We're going to step aside for a short commercial break.
After a joint surgery, injury, or illness, Meadowview and Salem Crossing are the best choices for helping you recover. Our Moving Forward Rehabilitation Program offers a full range of therapies. We're here to help you return home safely with the skills you need to live life on your own terms. Meadowview and Salem Crossing, 2 great options for your rehabilitation. To learn more, visit asccare.com or call 888-996-8272.
And we are back. 10 minutes, 18 seconds to go here in the second quarter. Your Lions trail the Springs Valley Blackhawks 28-6. The Lions are currently in a timeout that was called as they are looking to face a 3rd and 7 on their own 27-yard line here. The Lions have not really had much success on 3rd and long today. I think their longest play of the game was a pass play. Corner fell down, luckily. All right, the Lions are at the line of scrimmage. Mole under center. Deaton in the backfield. Number 7, Karismore in motion. There's a toss to Dent, and he takes her on the left, and he breaks it loose. He breaks the tackle and is tripped down at the 43-yard line, and that is going to be a first down for your Salem Lions.
That was about a 17-yard gain there by Dent.
It was a great hard run by Dent. They got a motion to the right, tossed it to the left, and Springs Valley didn't expect it.
You got to catch them off guard like that if you want to win this ball game.
Yeah, and that's the first time we can truly say that Springs Valley was not where the ball was going at the play.
Watching Springs Valley out here playing on defense, they've watched film on Salem.
Absolutely. Lions break the huddle, come to the line. Mole under center, Deaton and Dent in the backfield. There is the snap, and Mole fakes the handoff and rolls back, and he is pressured out of the pocket, and he's trying to break loose here, and he is running to the right, and he breaks the tackle, and he is smacked and breaks that tackle, breaks another tackle, and he is continuing to stay on his feet, and he is finally brought down at the 46-yard line after a hard run by Adam Mole, crosses the 50-yard line, makes it down to the Springs Valley 47, and is brought down hard, but broke a few big tackles there from Springs Valley.
That was a combination of high tackling by Springs Valley and hard running by Mole on that play.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, Adam Mole is feeling that after that, too. He has bent over. Hopefully he's okay, but here comes Braxton Dean with the play. But that was a wonderful 9-yard carry there from Adam Mole down to the Springs Valley 47. And the Lions continue to look to move the ball here. As they come to the line, Mole under center, Deaton in the backfield. And Karismore in motion. There's a snap and a toss to Karis, and he takes it around the left side, cuts it back, and is brought down right at the 46-yard line. That's going to be right at the first down marker. Let's see if they give it to him. And that is a first down for your Lions as they have the ball at the Springs Valley 46-yard line. 8 minutes and 43 seconds to go in the second quarter. The Springs Valley Blackhawks lead 28-6 over your Salem Lions. But here come the Lions.
Brandon, like we talked about in that pregame, Salem is a big momentum team. We've had several good plays to give us momentum, and we're starting to come to life here on offense.
Yeah, absolutely. Lions to the line. Mole under center, Deaton and Dent in the backfield. 2 receivers, 1 on each side. And there's the snap and the handoff to Dent around the left side. He breaks the tackle, and he is up across the 45-yard line and brought down at the 41-yard line. That is a 5-yard carry there for number 4, Logan Dent.
Dent running with authority like he does best.
Yeah, it was a good hard run. And we're seeing the Lions move the ball much better than we have pretty much the rest of the night tonight.
This has been the best I can say I've seen Salem play. This is the best drive.
Yeah, absolutely. Lions back to the line here. Receivers on both sides. Mole under center. There's a snap and a quarterback sneak. He takes it to the left, cuts it back up to the middle, and he is brought down at the 35-yard line, and that's going to be enough for a Lions first down.
That was a nice, quick snap. Get the ball up, gain enough for a first, and continue this drive.
Absolutely. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Lions. They trail the Blackhawks 28-6. 7:30 left in the second quarter as they make their way to the line. Ball under center. Deaton and Dent in the backfield. And there's the snap. And a toss, fake toss, and a handoff to Dent underneath. And he runs forward and bullies his way forward for about an 9-yard pickup. And that's going to bring up 2nd and 1 for the Lions. That was number 42 on the tackle, and he was hit hard. He got up shaking his head. And Springs Valley is going to call their first timeout of the first half. We will be right back.
Sprained ankle, swollen joints, and no time for an appointment? Schneck Medical Center has you covered. Visit our orthopedic walk-in clinic for expert care. Our specialists provide fast attention to a number of bone and joint problems. No appointment necessary. Available Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 11:30 a.m. For more information, visit schneckmed.org. Schneck, healthy together.
All right, and we are back. The Lions come back to the line here. 7:07 left in the second quarter. They trail the Blackhawks 28-6. It's going to be 2nd and 2 on the Blackhawks' 27-yard line. Lions have the ball. They are making a push here. Hopefully they can get into the end zone. Lions break the huddle, come to the line. It's going to be Mole under center, Ward in the backfield, Braxton Dean out to the left. And there is the snap and the handoff. Mole drops back, takes the handoff, and throws it to Braxton Dean, who drops it into the end zone. It is broke up by number 31, Christian Hamilton, in the end zone. Unfortunately, Mole just underthrew Braxton a little bit there. If he would have let him, that would have been a touchdown for the Lions.
Oh, yeah, he has the receiver beat out there on the fade.
Absolutely. It's going to be 3rd and 2 for the Lions here on the Blackhawks' 27-yard line. 7:02 left in the second quarter. Lions trail 28-6. Lions break the huddle, make their way to the line. It's going to be Ward and Dent in the backfield. Receiver on both sides. There's the snap and the handoff to Dent, and he's around the left side, and he is gobbled up in the backfield and brought down at the line of scrimmage. And that's going to bring up 4th and 2 there for the Lions.
As much of a drive as we put together so far, I really hate to see this end short.
Yeah, I mean, you've got to go for this here, 4th and 2. You've been moving the ball great all drive. You've got to go for it.
It looks like we will send in the play into Mole.
4th and 2 for the Lions here. 6:30 in the second left. 28-6. Valley leads Salem. Ball is on the Blackhawks' 27-yard line. Mole under center. Ward in the backfield. And it's going to be a snap, and Mole drops back, is rushed out of the pocket, throws it to Seth Ponsford, and it's caught at the 12-yard line and brought down at the 12-yard line. It's going to be a first down for your Lions.
That was a hard hit taken by Ponsford there. He bounces right back up. The defender was all over him.
It was just a quick little pop pass there from Mole to Ponsford. Mole made a great throw, dropped it right into Ponsford's hands. Ponsford caught the ball, held onto it as he took a big hit, and it's going to be a first down for your Lions. 1st and 10 on the 12-yard line. Lions come up to the line. Ward and Dent in the backfield. Mole under center. Receiver on both sides. And there's a fake snap, and they got him. That is going to be a offsides on Springs Valley. So that's going to give the Lions a 5-yard penalty, or going to give Springs Valley a 5-yard penalty, and it's going to bring up 1st and 5 on the 7 or 8-yard line for the Lions.
There was not one but 2 Springs Valley linemen that jumped on that one.
Yeah, we haven't seen a lot of hard counts from the Lions this year, but the Lions make their way back to the line. 5:45 to go, 28-6. They trail Springs Valley. 1st and 5. The snap, the toss out right to Dent. He takes it on the right side, cuts it back up the middle. He's still running hard, and he is brought down, I believe, at the 2-yard line, where that's going to be good enough for a Lions first down, and it's going to give the Lions 1st and goal at the 2-yard line. That was another good hard run there by Dent.
Play coming back in to Mole. Salem's got to punch it in here. We've had a great drive so far.
Absolutely. 5:20 to go in the second quarter. Salem trails 28-6. 1st and 2. 1st and goal on the 2-yard line. Toss out left to Dent, and Dent is in the end zone.
Touchdown.
Touchdown, Lions. And the Lions had a great drive there. Converted a 4th and 2 to continue the drive on about the 25-yard line. And the Lions are back on the board. They are set for the 2-point conversion as they currently trail 28-12 before this 2-point conversion. Mole under center, Ward and Dent in the backfield. And there's the snap, and a fake handoff to Dent, end around to Braxton. There's a flag on the play, but he is stopped short anyway. So that will not matter for Salem. The flag is another holding on the Lions. So unfortunately, Salem does not convert the 2-point conversion. However, 5 minutes and 11 seconds to go in the second quarter. Your Lions trail Springs Valley 28-12. We will be right back after a short commercial break.
Congress is poised to pass a bill to keep AM radio in cars, but time is running out. 82 million Americans risk losing the news, sports, talk, traffic, and vital emergency information they rely on. Text AM to 52886 and tell Congress to pass this bill now.
Message and data rates may apply. You may receive up to 4 messages a month, and you may text STOP to STOP.
This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
All right, and we are back as the Lions are set to hit the kickoff. after this kickoff here, Zach, I believe, has some score updates for us. Number 8, Braxton Dean, set to make the kick. And deep for Springs Valley is number 34, Carter Andrews. And here is the kick from Dean. He kicks it across the ground and takes a couple bounces off of the face mask of a Valley Blackhawk. And he is running the ball, picks it up, runs it hard, running backwards at the moment, fumbles and falls on it at the 44-yard line. So Valley will take over 1st and 10 on their own 44.
Yeah, coming in with some score updates in the area. Brownstown is currently leading North Harrison 13-3 in the second quarter. Corden Central and Eastern is tied up at 0, and Scottsburg and Silver Creek tied up at 0.
Okay, well, I know Silver Creek had a close one with Pekin last week, and I believe it ended up being 13-7. But Springs Valley makes their way to the line. Buchanan in the backfield, Hamilton on his right. At the 44-yard line, there's a snap, handoff to the left to Hamilton. He runs up the middle and running hard, low head, and breaking a couple tackles. There's a flag on the play, and Hamilton is still trucking forward, and they finally bring him down across the 50-yard line at the Lions 48. And, Larry, I believe that flag is going to be a face mask on the Lions.
There were several players slow to get up.
Yep,
they made it up
on the Lions. So that's going to give the Valley Blackhawks a first down. It was only a 5-yard face mask, accidental face mask. But it puts Springs Valley across the Lions 45 down to the 43, and it's going to give them a first down on their good side of the field for them here. So Springs Valley comes back to the line. 1st and 10 on the Lions 43-yard line. 4:45 left, 28-12. Springs Valley leads. Buchanan and Gunn. Hamilton on his right. The snap handoff to Hamilton on the left. He runs around, breaks a couple tackles, is running really hard, still breaking tackles, and is finally brought down at the Lions 30-yard line. And that's going to be another Springs Valley first down.
I believe that was Waylon Foster and Seth Ponsford in on that tackle for the Lions.
Yep, number 2 and number 32 respectively there. And Waylon was slow to get up after he was hit pretty hard by the running back here. Waylon playing, he's had a broken wrist, so he's been in a cast until this game. But he's definitely in some pain here. Springs Valley back to the line. Buchanan in gun, number 41. Noah Allstott on his right. Number 2, Elijah Dickey on his left. Snap, handoff to Allstott. Takes around the left side, cuts it back up the middle, makes another cut out to the left, breaks a couple tackles, and is finally brought down with a face mask at the Springs Valley 1-yard line. And that's going to put Springs Valley down at the half-yard line after the penalty, 1st and goal.
Another mental mistake by Salem there on that.
Yeah, the Lions have a lot of penalties tonight. Unfortunately, Springs Valley's moving the ball pretty much as they want to tonight. Number 41, we talked about him earlier. We haven't seen him really make a big play yet, but that was a big 30-yard carry there for him. And Springs Valley's going to come back to the line of scrimmage. 1st and goal on their own 1-yard line, 4:05 left, leading 28-12. Buchanan and Gunn, Dickey on his left, Allstott on his right. And there's the snap and the handoff to Allstott, and he walks into the end zone carrying a Lion. And that's going to be another touchdown for Springs Valley. And they're going to take a 34-12 before the kick here. 34-12 lead with 3:53 to go in the second quarter. And the Lions have got to make a stop on defense.
I believe that is number 41, Allstott's second rushing touchdown of the game, too.
Yeah, they used him for those short yardage situations there. And again, we saw him carry a Lion into the end zone. So Springs Valley set for the kick. Number 10, McGee, ends the kick the point after. 34-12, 3:53 to go in the second. And there is the snap. The hold is down, the kick is up, and it is good. Springs Valley takes a 35-12 lead over your Salem Lions with 3:53 to play in the second quarter. We will be right back after a short commercial break.
When you want to honor your loved one, you choose someone you can trust. Marshall Monuments, Southern Indiana's monument experts. In their 78 years of community service, Marshall Monuments has provided excellence and experience and continues to take pride in workmanship and guarantee satisfaction in the final product. Whether you're looking for a custom monument, stones, or mausoleums or military markers, Marshall Monuments not only services all of Kentuckiana, but can come to you when you can't make the trip to the local office. Corey Churchman and the staff at Marshall Monuments do everything by hand and stand by the quality of their work. When you're dealing with Marshall Monuments in Salem, you're working with expert craftsmanship and specially trained stone artisans. Call or text today at 812-412-2014 for a free estimate and to set up an appointment to see their quality work. Or stop by the shop at 106 South Water Street in Salem, Indiana. Top quality stonework at hometown prices.
All right, we are set for the kickoff. Number 10, McGee makes the kick. It's down the right side. It's going to be fielded by number 6, Noah Deaton at the 20-yard line. He cuts it across the middle. He's got an opening, and he is finally brought down at the 40-yard line. So that was about a 20-yard return there for Noah Deaton, but he was brought down hard on his head, and you don't want to see that after he just bounced back from a concussion.
No, he is getting up, holding, it looks like his stomach, abdomen area.
He might have landed on the ball.
Yep. He heads to the sidelines. The play comes in for the Lions.
Yep, the Lions are going to have 1st and 10 on their own 40-yard line here. Good starting field position for the Lions. They break the huddle, make their way to the line. Mole in gun, Dent on his left, Karrasmore out to the right, Braxton Dean to the left. And here is the snap and the fake handoff to Dent. Mole takes it around the left, breaks a tackle, breaks another tackle, and is brought down for a 4-yard loss there for the Lions. That is quarterback keeper. He had no blocking on that side.
Like we've been saying the whole game, the defense for Silver Creek or Springs Valley has watched their film and they know what we're doing.
Yeah, we don't go to gun a whole lot for the Lions here, but when they do, usually it's either a quarterback run or a pass play. Dean brings the play in. The Lions break the huddle. 3 minutes and 10 seconds to go in the second. Lions trail 35-12. Ball under center. Ward and Dent in the backfield. And there's the snap and the handoff to Dent, the fake handoff to Dent. Mole takes off running up the middle, breaks the tackle, breaks another one tackle. He's across the 40, down to the 45, tries to spin, can't get out of it, and is brought down at the 43-yard line, where it's going to bring up about a 3rd and 7 for the Lions.
That is a play we needed by Mole right there. Gain some, gives us about a 3rd and 6.
Yeah, 3rd and 6 there. It was about an 8-yard carry there for Mole. Broke a couple tackles, made a spin move, unfortunately got tangled up in the spin move and went down. So it's going to bring up 3rd and 6 for the Lions on their own 44-yard line. Dean brings the play in. The Lions break the huddle. Lions trail 35-12, 2 minutes and 20 seconds to go. Mole in gun. Dent, slot to the right. Ward in motion. Motions back, fake handoff to Ward. Mole breaks the tackle to the right. Tries to cut it back and is tripped up at the 47-yard line, maybe the 48, where it's going to bring up a 4th and 2.5 for the Lions on their own 48-yard line.
This is a situation you got to go for it, being down 35-12 with 1:50 left in the first half. At midfield, you got to go for it here.
Yeah, and I believe the Lions are going to use a timeout here. At least he doesn't look like he's in too big of a hurry here. He's standing by the ref. Again, it's 4th and 2 for the Lions, 1:35 to play. 35-12, they trail the Springs Valley Blackhawks.
8 seconds left on the play clock.
Yeah, I believe the Lions are going to use a timeout here. And there is the timeout, and we will be right back after a very short commercial break.
Drew and Johnson Scott here to tell you that American Family Insurance is committed to protecting your dream home so that your family has a place to share laughs, celebrations, and milestones, which is why their new homeowner discount rewards customers who have purchased a new home in the last 3 years with a discount on their homeowner's policy. American Family Insurance. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly.
Contact Rodney Bruff, agent at Rodney S. Bruff Agency Incorporated at 812-277-1400 today.
Discount and savings amounts and eligibility will vary. Some restrictions apply. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6,000 American Corporate, Madison, Wisconsin. Products not available in every state.
And we are back, where the Lions currently trail the Springs Valley Blackhawks 35-12. Lions have the ball 4th and 2 on their own 48-yard line. 1:26 to play here just before halftime. And the Lions have to get this first down.
Yeah, we got to get this first down, keep the drive going, score before we go into half, especially with Springs Valley getting the ball after the break.
Absolutely. Lions come to the center here. Lions come to the line here. Mole under center. Ward and Dent in the backfield. And there's a flag on Springs Valley. And that's going to be a illegal motion for a false start on the Lions, and that's going to move them back to 4th and 7. That is a penalty the Lions needed to avoid here.
They were pretty quick to throw that flag, too. It was almost like as we broke the huddle and lined up.
As soon as the Lions got set, that flag came out. They saw a motion there, I'm guessing from one of the linemen, and that's going to change this game for sure, as the Lions go from a manageable 4th and 2 to a 4th and 7 on their own 33-yard line, and now the Lions bring in their punt team. Dean back to punt here. Moles making his way on the line here. But Dean back to punt number 15. James Wells back to receive. I don't know if I'd punt it to him. But there's the snap, and the kick is away, and it's a very short back spinning kick, and it's going to land about the 43-yard line and 37-yard line, take a Salem bounce, and end up at the 24-yard line, 25-yard line, where Springs Valley is going to take over 1st and 10 on their own 24-yard line.
Salem's got to stop here, especially with kicking the ball off after the half, being down 35-12 with 1:14 left in the half.
Yeah, absolutely. 35-12 at halftime sucks, but 42-12 at halftime sucks even worse. So the Lions have got to stop here. Got to get a stop here. Don't let Springs Valley get in the end zone. Valley comes to the line. Buchanan, number 22, in gun, 42 on his left. And there's the snap and the handoff around the left to number 31, Hamilton. And he is breaking a tackle. He's running down the left sideline, and he's got a blocker, and he steps out of bounds. I don't know if he stepped out of bounds there, but they're going to mark him out of bounds across the 40-yard line at the 42-yard line. That is enough for Springs Valley's first down. So Springs Valley picks up a quick first down, gets the ball at about a 17-yard carry there down to their own 42-yard line. Again, another carry there for number 31, Christian Hamilton. And Springs Valley is going to come to the line 1st and 10 on their own 42, leading 35-12, 1:07 to go before halftime here. Buchanan and gun, number 42, Augie Persheiser on his left. And here's the snap. Hamilton in motion. The snap. He drops back to look to pass. First pass he's made downfield the whole night. And he's scrambling. He's got some pressure. And he throws the ball away. I guess that's new in high school. I guess you can do that now. But Buchanan just threw that out of bounds, kept it out of danger, and stopped the clock and gives the Springs Valley Blackhawks 2nd and 10 on their own 42-yard line.
That was a very mature play to see from the quarterback for Springs Valley there, not to force something that wasn't there.
Absolutely. He had no receivers open downfield. The Lions DBs made some great coverage there, but he had nowhere to throw it, so he just dumped it out of bounds, out of harm's way. Valley back to the line here. Buchanan in gun. Hamilton, number 31, on his right. 2 receivers out to the right, the slot to the left. There's the snap. 22 drops back, throws it to number 15, James Wells, on the right, and makes the cutback, breaks the tackle, breaks another tackle, and he's running down the sideline, and he finally, after cutting back and forth, finally crosses the 50-yard line, and he's going to be out of bounds at the Salem 47-yard line, I believe, and it's going to be a first down for Springs Valley.
They're just giving away big chunk plays here. Salem's defense is. We've got to stop them here with 48.3 seconds left in the half.
Yeah, 48.3 seconds left here before halftime. Valley leads 35-12 over the Lions. It's going to be 1st and 10 on the Salem 47-yard line. Valley back to the line. Buchanan in gun. Hamilton on his right. 1 receiver out to the right. Handoff to number 31, Hamilton, up the middle. Makes a few cuts, breaks a few tackles, cuts to the outside, and he is running down the sideline. 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown, Valley Blackhawks. With 37.7 seconds to go before halftime. Number 31, Christian Hamilton, ran another 47-yard touchdown there for Springs Valley, and it's going to put Springs Valley in the lead 41-12 with 37.7 to play here in this first half.
That is just a blow for Salem's defense, giving up another long run like that.
Yeah, we've seen that the last 3 weeks, really. Big plays they've given up that have resulted right before halftime in touchdowns. But Springs Valley's at the line for the point after kick. Number 10, McGee, is set for the kick. Number 2, Elijah Dickey to hold. And there's the snap, and the kick is up, and the kick is good. That was number 10, McGee's best kick of the night. Kicked it onto the track. So over here at Springs Valley High School tonight, Springs Valley is currently in the lead 42-12 over your Salem Lions with 37.7 seconds here to go just before halftime. We'll be right back after a short commercial break.
At Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, we're good at insurance, but not just any insurance. We're good at...
No.
Did you forget the parking brake? Yes, you forgot the parking brake. Insurance. When the forecast calls for cheese ball side tail insurance. Even shouldn't have parked under that tree. Insurance. Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance and stop knocking on wood.
Call your Washington County Farm Bureau agent, Jason Petmeyer, at 812-620-8923.
And we are back over here at Springs Valley High School, where Springs Valley Blackhawks currently lead your Salem Lions 42-12 with 37.7 seconds to go in the second quarter. At halftime, Zoe's going to set us up with Coach Gleason so we can hear a word from him during halftime. And there's the kick, and it is a deep kick down to the 20-yard line, caught by Ponsford at the 20, and he makes his way across the middle, and he is brought down hard by a group of Blackhawks at the 29-yard line. Let's call it the 30 here. So the Lions are going to take over 1st and 10 on their own 30-yard line, and I fully believe the Lions are going to take a knee and put them at halftime.
Yeah, I don't blame Coach Gleason for doing that. You know, I've really noticed on that last drive, Springs Valley's had tempo this whole game, but they really kicked it up another notch on that last drive with 47 seconds left.
Yeah, Springs Valley, this is a very good football team over here. But the Lions are making their way to the line here. They may not be taking a knee. Mole under center. Ward and Dent in the backfield here. Braxton Dean out to right. Karis Moore in motion. And there's a toss out left to Dent. He cuts it back across the middle. He's got an opening. He's got some blockers. He's across the 40. And he is brought down at the 40, I believe. And it's going to be a first down for the Lions with 24.4 seconds to go here. It's going to be at the 41-yard line. The Lions at their own 41 here. 1st and 10 for the Lions. 42-12. They trail the Valley Blackhawks with 18 seconds and counting down into the first half. End of the first half. 13, 12, 11, the Lions are making their way to the line. Mole under center. Ward and Dent in the backfield, and there's a snap toss out right to Dent, and he makes the cut back to the middle, and he's wrapped up but breaks the tackle and is finally brought down at the 48-yard line, and that's going to be the end of the first half here, and the Lions are going to go into halftime here over here at Springs Valley, trailing 42-12 to Springs Valley over here. That's going to be the end of the first half. I'm sure the Lions are thankful that's the end of the first half. That was not a very good half for them as they currently trail 30 points at halftime, 42-12. We're going to see if we can get Zoe out here to have a word with Coach Gleason, and she's making her way to the field. Coach Gleason's making his way this way, and we will have to check here. Zoe have the thing in her ears? Put a thumb up if you can hear us, Zoe. Can you hear us? You can talk into the mic. You're on. I can't hear you. Can you hear us?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Oh, yep, there you are. Try to come out this way towards the press box a little bit.
Okay. This good?
Yep, that'll work.
Okay. I'm going to pass it over.
All right. Coach Gleason, can you hear us? Oh, he's putting the heads on.
Yeah, I can hear.
All right, Coach Gleason. Obviously not what we want over here, 42-12 at halftime. That's kind of 3 weeks in a row that we've had a big deficit at halftime. What do you look to do different here in the second half?
I mean, after we turned it over in the first drive and we spotted them basically 14 points, from then on, I mean, our defense hasn't been able to stop them, but offensively, we both made some plays, and, Logan's made some plays. We were able to block them a little bit. We're having trouble blocking number 73, but, man, penalties have hurt us, and a costly turnover to start the game, but, we just keep fighting and go hard for 24 more minutes.
Yeah, we've seen the offense play a little bit better this week than they have in the past 2 weeks. Hopefully that can continue next week into Corden. But for tonight, what are you going to do to keep these players safe probably in the second half here and get them ready?
We just keep playing football. I mean, you only get so many opportunities to play, so we got to come out and play better, a little bit better football, a little bit more aggressive on defense. But, it's football. I'm sure everyone will get to play, but we just got to do a better job of tackling and running to the football.
All right, Coach Gleason, we appreciate it. Go enjoy your team at halftime. But, yeah, that was a word from Coach Gleason here. All right, we're going to step aside for our halftime break where your Salem Lions trail the Springs Valley Blackhawks 42-12, and we will be back after halftime.
The Hoosiers welcome Maryland to Bloomington. Every touchdown. The Hoosiers and hit the road to face Northwestern.
40. Give me Chase. They're not going to get him. Touchdown, Indiana.
All over Hoosier country. Catch Indiana University football all season long. The Hoosiers go toe-to-toe with the Charlotte 49ers. Join us live this Saturday. Our coverage begins at 11 a.m. right here on your home for Indiana Hoosiers football.
Do you wonder what it would be like to live without hip or knee pain? Joint replacement at Schneck Orthopedics and Sports Medicine makes it easier than you think. Schneck is proud to be one of the first in the region to offer Mako robotic arm-assisted joint replacement surgery. This latest advancement transforms the way joint replacements are performed. Mako allows your surgeon to provide you with a personalized surgical experience based on your specific diagnosis and anatomy. This means less soft tissue damage and greater bone preservation, less blood loss, less pain, fewer days in the hospital, and faster recovery. Taking a walk, riding a bike, and playing with your grandchildren. These are just a few of the simple joys in life. But for those with bone and joint pain, these simple joys are often too painful or unbearable to truly enjoy. With Mako robotic arm-assisted surgery at Schneck, you can get back to the activities you enjoy. Learn more at SchneckOrtho.com.
It's time to put a little brawl in your ball, Salem Speedway style. Coming up on Saturday, September 21st, you'll be in for a treat with a Salem Ball Brawl presented by Homeside Plumbing, Heating, and Air and Schaefer's Lubricant. Get ready for Saturday night fights and 6 big action-packed features where all winners receive trophies and boxing gloves. Divisions racing are Diesel Boys Gas Series, Pro Crafters Salem Supercars, Mike's Muffler and Brakes, Crown Vic Big Track Series, On-Site Plumbing, Heating, and Air Crown Vic Short Track Series, Diesel Boys Race Parts Legends, and Red Ball Recycling Scrapper. It's the 2024 season championship event for the Gas Series. Pits open at 11 a.m., spectator gates open at 2, with practices to begin right after. Qualifying begins at 3:35 p.m., and racing starts at 5 p.m. 4 divisions will include 25 lap features, with the Mike's Muffler and Brakes having 50 lap feature, and the Diesel Boys division turning 75 laps around the famed High Bank Salem Speedway. Adult tickets are just $15, chairbacks $20, kids 6 and 12 are $5, and 5 and under are free. Get more information at 1-866-TO-GO-RACE or check out the SalemSpeedway.com. At Salem Speedway, the racing so fast, it's already history.
This is Becky White from WSLM, and I'm here at the beautiful John Jones Showroom in Salem, Indiana for the John Jones Auto Show.
Are you ready for a touchdown of savings? It's football season, and we're kicking off the biggest sale of the year at John Jones Auto Group. Whether you're tailgating or heading to the big game, we've got the perfect ride for you. From 40 SUVs to family-friendly minivans, every vehicle is priced to win. Plus, enjoy unbeatable trade-in deals, 0% financing, and available service contracts that keep you covered long after the final whistle. So why wait? Gear up for greatness with John Jones Auto Group. We're your winning team for the best cars and deals around. Visit us today at one of our 4 convenient locations, Salem, Scottsburg, Greenville, or Corning, or check us out online at johnjonesautogroup.com. And remember, John Jones Auto Group, you see so many because they paid so little.
Drag racers, modern-day gladiators, pitting themselves against 300 pounds of grinding steel, battling each other in the power of 11,000 horses that run hot, risking it all for the thrill of the championship. Join us September 27th through 29th for the NHRA Midwest Nationals at Worldwide Technology Raceway. Join us for a weekend of action. Kids 12 and under get in free and general admission. Brought to you in part by the Illinois Office of Tourism and Discover Downstate Illinois.
Get to Boyd County Tire Call. Big or small, big service all. They have the name brand tires, you know, to keep you cruising on down the road. They got tires for driving needs. They even got them for your own machine. You can call them day or night. Do Boyd County Tire does it right. Big or small, we service all. Do Boyd County Tire.
Now through September 2nd, buy 4 eligible Bridgestone tires and get $70 back by mail on a Bridgestone Visa prepaid card. Get up to $140 when you use your CFNA credit card. Bridgestone, solutions for your journey. Available at Washington County Tire Shop in Salem. Subject to credit approval, restrictions apply. See BridgestoneRewards.com for details.
Big or small, we service all. Do
John's is bringing back their New York-style pizza for a limited time only for only $10.99. The oversized pizza has 8 big, foldable slices with just the right balance of crust and toppings. You'll feel like you're having a slice of pizza on the streets of New York, but without the traffic. Order one today online or with your Papa John's app, or call the Salem location at 812-883-3369. Each New York pizza is just $10.99 for a one-topping pie. The New York-style pizza is a classic that reigns supreme, so they are excited to offer customers this foldable crust favorite made with fresh, never frozen dough. Remember, better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's. Order one today at 812-883-3369.
Let's get on our feet and give a big hand to the starting lineup at McDonald's here in Salem. The quarter pounder is coming on the field. Filet of fish and those golden delicious fries are warming up on the sidelines. And now for the feature star of the night, the Big Mac. You'll score every time with a hot, fresh meal from McDonald's in Salem, whether you're there for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Take a time out and stop by before or after the big game to check out their all-day breakfast menu or value menu. Download the McDonald's app and you can get great deals on delicious taste all day long. You'll score every time with the wife and kids when you make a touchdown at the Golden Arches right here in Salem. And don't forget, McDonald's has gift cards so you can give that great fresh taste all season long.
The City of Salem Parks and Recreation Department is planning activities for your children and will have several events and opportunities this fall and winter. And don't forget to take advantage of our facilities at DePaul Park and Riley's Place Playground. Shelters are available to reserve by calling the office at 812-883-2895. There is an outside grill, picnic tables, and 4 basketball goals. Community Park on Salem's east side has a variety of activities, from basketball and tennis to skateboarding, and it's also the location for t-ball games, youth baseball, and adult softball leagues almost every evening and weekend. If you would like to reserve a field, please contact the Parks Department. Also, there is playground equipment, a covered shelter and picnic area, and volleyball and a basketball court at Elizabeth Street Park. For additional information, call Tom Foltz at 812-883-2895 or stop by his office in City Hall.
At Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, we're good at insurance. But not just any insurance. We're good at...
No.
Did you forget the parking brake? Yes, you forgot the parking brake. Insurance.
When the forecast calls for cheese ball size tail insurance.
Even shouldn't have parked under that tree. Insurance. Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance and stop knocking on wood.
Call your Washington County Farm Bureau agent, Jason Petmeyer, at 812-620-8923. Planning to buy some land or build a new home or maybe put up a fence? Do you know your property line? Are you in a floodplain? When it comes to surveying your property, call someone you can trust with years of experience. That's McAllister Land Consulting. Call 812-274-0860. Providing fast, friendly service at reasonable rates. McAllister Land Consulting can provide a wide range of services, including residential and commercial certified land surveys, flood elevation certificates, and land usage consulting. Get to know your property. Call McAllister Land Consulting for a free quote today at 812-274-0860.
Got land? Want cash? Vital Farms is here to help. Become an egg farmer and we'll set you up with our best-in-class support team. Teach you egg farming our way and compensate you fairly for the eggs you produce. Call 844-494-VITAL today to learn how you can transform tree-filled or underutilized land into cash flow for your family. Again, our number is 844-494-VITAL or apply online at vitalfarms.com/farmers.
Despite overwhelming support from Democrats and Republicans, time is running out for Congress to pass the AM Radio for Every Vehicle Act, which will keep AM radio in cars. Text AM to 52886 and ask Congress to bring this bill to a vote now. AM radio is too important to let this moment pass us by.
Message and data rates may apply. You may receive up to 4 messages a month, and you may text STOP to STOP.
This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
after a joint surgery, injury, or illness. Meadowview and Salem Crossing are the best choices for helping you recover. Our Moving Forward rehabilitation program offers a full range of therapy. We're here to help you return home safely with the skills you need to live life on your own terms. Meadowview and Salem Crossing, two great options for your rehabilitation. To learn more, visit asccare.com or call 888-996-8272.
And we are back over here at Springs Valley, where the Lions currently trail the Springs Valley Blackhawks 42-12 here at halftime. We got about 5 minutes here left before halftime. Zach, you've got the score updates for us, correct?
Yeah, the local scores I got here, out of West Washington, they are trailing the Paoli Rams 6-29 at the half. We go down to North Harrison. They are trailing Brownstown Central 20-3. And let me see. And over in Pekin, Corden Central is beating the Musketeers 20-0 at half.
That kind of surprised me. I thought Pekin would probably beat Corden tonight. Especially Corden's had a pretty rough season. They're 0-4. It looks like they're going to move to 1-4 after this. But the Musketeers did win their first game of the year, for all those who haven't been following high school football this year. Pekin did beat West Washington the first game of the year. That is their one win out of 4 games this year. But the Musketeers have 3 straight losses and have been outscored 124-7 in those 3 games.
Man, you got to stop the teams you're playing if you want to compete in high school football.
Yeah, you can't get outscored 120. You can't let teams score 124 points in 3 games. But we talk about Pekin being outscored 124-7. Salem's been outscored 149-27.
That kind of follows the same line that we just said with Pekin. Our defense really needs to step up if we want to have a chance in the second half.
Yeah, the Lions defense has allowed 42 points here in the first half. Springs Valley, the teams have made their way back on the field, getting loose for the second half here. But you just see quality control here for the second half for the Lions.
Yeah, I do.
Do you have some stats for us from the first half?
Yeah, I got some. These are unofficial stats, but I got some stats from the first half.
These are Zach stats. That's what we'll call them.
Doing double duty tonight.
I'm telling you.
Christian Hamilton has 141 yards on the ground and 2 touchdowns.
That's number 31, the Springs Valley running back there.
Number 41, Noah Allstat, the other running back. He has 40 rushing yards and 2 touchdowns. And number 15, James Walls, the senior receiver, he has 99 yards receiving and a touchdown.
We talked about it before the game. Walls is definitely the number 1 receiver there for Springs Valley, and that looks like that trend has continued tonight.
Yeah, and some stats for the Salem side of the ball. Dent has 62 yards on the ground. Adam Mull has 29 yards on the ground, 91 passing yards and a touchdown through the air, and he is 2 for 5 on passing.
Yeah, for those who, if you weren't listening or you weren't at the game in the first half here, Mull dropped back, threw one down the field. Deaton had beaten the corner. The corner fell down. Deaton came back, caught the ball, turned around, and it was by himself. That was about a 70-yard pass play there for the Lions. I believe their biggest play of the season, probably.
It's up there.
If not, yeah, it's up there, if not number 1. I remember they did have a 63-yard pass play the first game of the year against North Harrison, but I think that 70-yard right there has probably been the biggest play of the year for the Lions. We've got about 2 minutes here before the action continues in the second half. Again, your Lions trail the Springs Valley Blackhawks 42-12. We're going to get a commercial break real quick, and we will be right back.
Let's get on our feet and give a big hand to the starting lineup at McDonald's here in Salem. The quarter pounder is coming on the field. Filet of fish and those golden delicious fries are warming up on the sideline. And now for the feature star of the night, the Big Mac. You'll score every time with a hot, fresh meal from McDonald's in Salem, whether you're there for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Take a time out and stop by before or after the big game to check out their all-day breakfast menu or value menu. Download the McDonald's app and you can get great deals on delicious tastes all day long. You'll score every time with the wife and kids when you make a touchdown at the Golden Arches right here in Salem. And don't forget, McDonald's has gift cards so you can give that great fresh taste all season long.
Now, more exciting Salem Lions football on 97.9 FM.
And we are back here to start the third quarter. The Lions will be kicking off to the Blackhawks here. Salem currently trails 42-12. At the start of the third quarter, they're going to be kicking off to Springs Valley again. And WSLM broadcast is brought to you by John Jones Auto Group, McDonald's of Salem, Salem Crossing, Meadowview Healthcare, McAllister Land Consulting.
This is also brought to you by Salem Speedway, Washington County Tire, Schneck Hospital, Papa John's of Salem, and Marshall Monument.
All right, and some things going on over the weekend. IU's football team, who is currently 3-0, is home tomorrow against Charlotte for a noon kickoff.
Man, that IU football team, they've turned some heads nationally this year. I believe I saw somewhere on ESPN that there could be talks that they could see the 12-team playoff.
Yeah, they've got about a 23.4% chance, I believe, is what I saw. Chance of making the playoff. They've got a better chance than Michigan currently. The pregame will start at 11 a.m. on WSLM, starting at 1:10 p.m. with the pregame starting at 12:40. We're going to have some baseball in the MLB world. It's going to be the Pittsburgh Pirates at the Cincinnati Reds. Big matchup for the Reds there. And then, of course, Sunday Night Football is going to be on Sunday. I'm not sure who plays. But let's get the second half started, Zach.
Salem is lining up to kick off to the Blackhawks. I'll be excited to see how Salem comes out of the gate here.
Absolutely. Braxton Dean with the kick. It's a short kick across the ground. It's going to be fielded by number 15, James Wells. Probably not who I would have kicked it to. And he's going to be brought down. There's a great tackle there by the Lions. He's going to be brought down at the 36-yard line. So Springs Valley is going to start their first drive of the second half, 1st and 10 on their own 37-yard line here.
Man, that was the best gang tackling I've seen by Salem all night. I think there was 3 or 4 players on him right there.
Yeah, absolutely. We've seen the Lions defense kind of struggle tonight, especially stopping the run in the pass to number 15. But they made a great defensive play there on the kickoff to cause a short return. So Valley to the line here, number 22, Buchanan in gun. 31 Hamilton on his left, 42 Allstott on his, or Perkiser on his right, 2 receivers out left. And here's the snap handoff to the right to Hamilton. He's going to cut it up the middle, and he's going to be brought down after a short gain at the 42-yard line. It's going to be about a 5-yard gain there for Hamilton. That's probably going to be Springs Valley's shortest play of the night.
Yeah, and Salem really showed up there for the first play of the second half on defense. I think if we can continue this throughout the second half, it'll really help the scoreboard.
Yeah, the scoreboard looks a lot worse right now than it actually should, I think. It's 42-12. Springs Valley leads the Lions, 11:25 to go in the third quarter. Valley back to the line, Buchanan and gun. Perkiser on his right, Hamilton's on his left. 2 receivers out wide left. Pass handoff to Hamilton on the right. He cuts it back across the middle, and he is across the 50, and he is finally pushed out of bounds at the Salem 46-yard line, and that's going to be good enough for a Springs Valley first down. And he was initially wrapped up by number 3, Peyton Shockey, and I believe finally pushed out of bounds by number 12, Ethan Campbell there for the Lions.
You've got to give credit on the tempo that Springs Valley has brought on offense here. They are not giving our defense a breather.
Absolutely not. They're already back to the line here. 1st and 10 on the Lions' 46-yard line. Buchanan in the gun. Perkiser out right. Hamilton to the left. 2 receivers out left. Handoff to Perkiser across the right side, and he's going to be across the 45-yard line and brought down at the 40. That's going to be about a 6-yard carry there for number 42, Perkiser. We've seen him carry the ball a few times tonight. He runs hard. Number 41, Allstott runs hard. And that's the two backs they've got in currently, actually. It was not 31, it's 41. So Springs Valley to the line here at the Lions' 40-yard line. 10:20 left in the third quarter. Valley leads 42-12. Buchanan in gun. 41 Allstott to the right, 42 Perkiser to the left. Hand off to 42 Perkiser, takes her on the right side, and is tripped over Peyton Shockey. And Perkiser had lowered his head to hit Shockey, and Shockey just dropped to his knees, and he flipped over him, and 42 is a little slow to get up there for Valley.
Yeah, he's limping off to the sidelines. Looks like someone's coming in to replace him.
Yeah, it's going to be another first down for Springs Valley as the Blackhawks move to the 33-yard line of the Lions. Valley is set to move back to the line here.
You got to give credit to Peyton Shockey. He hits physical out there at the corner position.
Yeah, he's a little guy, and he don't know it. It's going to be Buchanan and gun. Hamilton to his left, two receivers out wide left. And a handoff to Hamilton, double handoff to number 41, Allstott, who takes it across the middle, and he is going to cross the 25 and be brought down at the 23-yard line. We have not seen a double handoff reverse from the Blackhawks tonight, but that's going to be good enough for another Springs Valley first down. It's going to be 1st and 10 on the Lions' 23-yard line. 9 minutes, 30 seconds to go in the third quarter. Lions trail 42-12. Valley back to the line. Buchanan in gun. Number 31, Hamilton on his left side. Two wide receivers out wide left. And there is the snap and the handoff to Hamilton to the right. And he runs around the right side. He's got blocking. He's got room. He's across the 15. Breaks the tackle, kind of, and is pushed out of bounds at the 13-yard line by number 3, Peyton Shockey. Big run again there for number 31, Christian Hamilton. And it's going to bring up, I think they're going to measure here for the first, and they're giving him the first down. So it's going to be first down for the Blackhawks on the Lions' 13-yard line there. And everybody is excited in the press box. So it's going to be 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line for the Springs Valley. Buchanan and gun. Hamilton on his left. Two wide receivers out left. There's the snap and the handoff to Hamilton around the right side. He's got two lead blockers. He breaks it to the outside, cuts back, tries to cut back, and Karras Moore wraps him up, and he is pushed out of bounds by number 78 there for the Lions, and he is going to be pushed out of bounds at the 8-yard line. Another 5-yard carry there for Springs Valley.
You know, handing it off to Hamilton, gaining minimum 5 yards of carry, why would you not keep handing the rock?
Absolutely. It's going to bring up 2nd and 5 for Springs Valley. 8:45 to go in the third. They lead 42-12. And here's the snap to Buchanan. And it's a fake snap, and the Lions jump, and it's going to be a first down, I believe, for Springs Valley. There's a offsides there on number 78 for the Lions.
Penalties are killing us in this game.
Yeah, we have significantly more penalties tonight than we've had this season. Not going to be the full needed yardage for the first down here. So Valley's going to line up 2nd and 1. Buchanan in the gun. Hamilton on his left. Two wide receivers out left. There's a snap, and Buchanan rolls out left. He's got a receiver open, but he's going to run it. No, he's going to toss it to the back of the end zone. Number 15, James Wells, and it falls incomplete in the back corner of the end zone. And I'll tell you what, Zach, that was a terrible throw there from the quarterback.
Yeah, it sailed over his receiver. He had the corner beat there in the back of the end zone, but it was just too far out of the back of the end zone with that throw.
Yeah, that was number 22, Blake Buchanan, rolling out to his left. Had his receiver, James Walls, his number 1 receiver, in the back corner of the end zone by himself pretty much, and just overthrew him. So Valley back to the line here. It's going to be 3rd and 1. Buchanan in gun. Hamilton on his left. Two wide receivers out left. And it's going to be the snap and the handoff to Hamilton around the right side, and he's going to cut it back up and shot into the end zone. And it's going to be another Springs Valley touchdown for number 31, Christian Hamilton. I believe that's going to be his 3rd touchdown of the night.
I believe that is right.
And I'll tell you what, this Springs Valley running attack from them is hard to stop, and that is going to bring a running clock on the game. It's going to be 8 minutes to go in the third. Springs Valley, before the point after, leads 48-12 over your Lions. They're lining up for the kick here. Number 10, McGee, set for the kick. And there's the snap, the hold, the kick is up, and it is good. Springs Valley is going to take the lead over your Salem Lions, 49-12, with 7 minutes and 49 seconds to go in the third quarter here. We'll be right back after just a short word from our sponsors.
Sprained ankles, swollen joints, and no time time for an appointment? Schneck Medical Center has you covered. Visit our orthopedic walk-in clinic for expert care. Our specialists provide fast attention to a number of bone and joint problems. No appointment necessary. Available Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 11:30 a.m. For more information, visit schneckmed.org. Schneck, healthy together.
And we are back here, 7 minutes and 49 seconds to go in the third quarter. Lions currently trail the Springs Valley Blackhawks 49-12 at Springs Valley. We're getting set for the kickoff here for the Valley Blackhawks. Number 10, McGee, is back to kick, and he runs up, kicks it. It's going to be a kind of a short kick. It's going to be fielded at the 25-yard line, and he's by Adler Cox, and he's going to be brought down at the 30. A shoestring tackle there from the Springs Valley player is going to bring that return to a short end. So the Lions are going to take over 1st and 10, their first drive in the second half here, on their own 30-yard line. And the clock is running as the rule in high school football is 35 points. Is that correct?
Yes, I believe.
35 points deficit. The clock runs. So your Lions trail the Springs Valley Blackhawks 49-12, 7:15 to go here in the third. Mole under center, Deaton in the backfield. And there's going to be a handoff to Deaton up the middle. He breaks it loose. He's across the 40. He's across the 50. And he is brought down by his shoulder pad at the... And there's going to be a flag, so that may be a horse collar. I don't know how it would be, but it shouldn't be, but it is, I believe. He's going to be brought down to the Springs Valley 45-yard line for the moment, but they're going to tack on 15 after that, I believe. Oh, it's going to be a face mask on Springs Valley. So it could be 5 yards. It's going to be a 5-yard penalty there. So it was a great hard run by Noah Deaton there to pick up about 25 yards and then the extra 5 for the penalty. So the Lions are coming to the line, 1st and 10 on the Blackhawks 40-yard line. 6:30 to go. They trail 49-12. Mull under center. Toss out to Dent on the right. He cuts it back across the middle and hits a Blackhawk hard but is brought down at that point of contact after a 2-yard gain there for the Lions. So it's going to bring up 2nd 8 for the Lions. It was another hard run there by Dent.
He's not afraid to get in there and lower his shoulders and gain what he needs.
Yeah, it's a good player to have on your offense, that's for sure.
He's been an impact player every game this week for Salem, win or lose.
Absolutely. Lions come back to the line here. 2nd and 8 on the Blackhawks 38. 5:45 to go. Toss out right to Dent. He cuts it back across the middle. Is tripped up across the 35-yard line and is brought down at the 34. That's going to bring up a 3rd and manageable 4 yards to go. 5:30 to go here in the third quarter. Lions trail 49-12, but they are on the move.
Yeah, I think that was a 4-yard gain there by Dent. I wouldn't be surprised to hand it to Dent again on this 3rd and manageable situation.
I don't know why you wouldn't here, honestly. He's been running hard this whole drive. You just got to get one block, and Dent's going to get these 4 yards here. So 3rd and 4, Mull under center. Quarterback sneak right up the middle. Quick snap there, and he is brought down close to a 1st down. Looks like he's going to be brought down. Let's see where they're marking here.
It's right at the stick.
Yeah, it's right at the 30 was the yard to gain. There's a Lion on the field. He is up now. So they're going to mark him at just short of the 30-yard line. It's going to be 4th and inches here for the Lions, and I expect to see another quarterback sneak.
Yeah, you got to do a quick count on that right there.
Yeah, absolutely. The Lions have picked up the tempo in the second half here. 4:40 to go in the third. They trail 49-12 to Springs Valley. Dean brings in the play. Lions move to the line here. I believe this is probably going to be a quarterback sneak here by Mull. Mull under center, Deaton and Dent in the backfield. And there's going to be a timeout by the Lions. Timeout by the Lions. 4:26 to go here in the third quarter. They trail 49-12, but the Lions are on the move.
At Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, we're good at insurance, but not just any insurance. We're good at...
No.
Did you forget the parking brake? Yes, you forgot the parking brake. Insurance. When the forecast calls for cheese ball size tail insurance. Even shouldn't have parked under that tree. Insurance. Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance and stop knocking on wood.
Call your Washington County Farm Bureau agent, Jason Petmeyer, at 812-620-8923.
All right, as the Lions make their way back to the line of scrimmage here after the timeout, it's going to be 4th and inches for the Lions. 4:26 to play here in the third quarter. Score is they trail the Blackhawks 49-12. Lions are up to the line. Mull under center. Deaton in the backfield, quarterback sneak, and I believe he got it. He's across the 40-yard line, or the 30-yard line, and that's where he needed to be. And it's going to be a first down for the Lions.
I think everyone in the building knew what that play was going to be. The Springs Valley defensive line was all lined up there in the A gap, but it was still enough for a Salem first down.
Yeah, it's a big first down there on this drive. You got to keep the drive moving. If the Lions do get in the end zone here, it will take away the running clock, so that's good for the Lions. Lions back to line, Mullen gun. Dent on his right. Braxton Dean wide out left. Fake handoff to Dent. Mull drops back, throws it to the end zone, and it is intercepted in the end zone by number 31, Christian Hamilton. There is a flag on the play, but I believe it's going to be a pass interference on Braxton Dean of the Lions.
There was double coverage there. As we were waiting for the call here from the official.
Yeah, this could be on Springs Valley here. I'm not sure why it would be, but it could be. Oh, it is on Springs Valley. It is a personal foul, or it is a pass interference in the end zone on number 31 of Springs Valley there. To keep this drive alive, that was not a smart throw there from Mull into the end zone, into double coverage, but the Lions now come to the line 1st and 10 on the 14-yard line. Mull under center, Deaton in the backfield, wide receiver out left, Dent in motion, toss to Dent out left, he's around the end, and he is tripped up at the 14-yard line, I believe. I don't believe he got anywhere. I don't believe he lost anything. So it's going to be, again, 2nd and 10 for the Lions. 2:30 to play here in the third quarter. Lions trail 49-12.
Going back to that pass interference, that was a huge break for Salem there.
Yeah, on a drive like this, you don't want to turn the ball over, especially in the end zone. But they got away with one there. Ball back to the center, Deaton in the backfield. Wide receivers on both sides. Fake toss to Dent. Mull's rolling out to his right. There's a flag in the secondary. Mull's making a play, and he is pushed out of bounds by number 15, James Walls. That's a 2-yard line, but there's a flag on the play, and that could be an ineligible receiver downfield. Holding on the Lions is who it's going to be, actually.
Another penalty in the red zone on a big play to change the momentum for Salem.
Yeah, and that's a drive killer. We've talked about it the whole night. The Lions have a lot of holding penalties tonight.
I believe that's 4 or 5 holding penalties.
Yeah, I think you're right. That's another. They got lucky on the pass interference in the end zone, but unfortunately they shoot themselves in the foot, and it's going to bring up 2nd and 19 for the Lions. At their own 24-yard line here. 5-yard line is the line to gain. Mull under center, Deaton in the backfield, wide receiver out left and right. Dent in motion, and it's going to be handoff to Deaton up the middle, and he had a hole, but it closed very quickly. But he is across the 20-yard line down to the 19. Going to get a 5-yard pickup there for Noah Deaton up the middle.
That was a very respectable run there by Deaton. As there's an injured Blackhawk on the field, there's a timeout.
I believe that's number 73, Casey Jones, 6 foot, 231-pound senior. Never want to see a senior get hurt. Never want to see anybody get hurt. But he may just be cramping up. Looks like the trainer's out there stretching.
Yeah, that's the rough part about playing in these warm games. You train all year, and the heat, it just gets to you, and you cramp up fast, and you don't want to see that happen to anyone. Yeah, you remember the first game, both teams, both Salem and North Harrison, we were cramping up like crazy, and I think it's just plain due to the heat.
Yeah, I remember it being very hot that first game. They actually pushed the game back.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Because it was so hot. I believe it was that game, or was it the Springs Valley game?
It was Silver Creek.
Or Silver Creek, that's right.
It was Silver Creek.
One of those games got pushed back because it was so hot. But, yeah, I mean, tonight is another warm, humid night. Looks like number 73 is getting up. Nope, he's back down.
There is 1 minute left here in the third quarter. Springs Valley is up 49-12. Salem is driving. We are currently at the 20, driving in the 20-yard line. Yeah, they're still stretching out the Springs Valley player. We're going to step aside, take a short break, and we will be back in just 1 second.
Drew and Johnson Scott here to tell you that American Family Insurance is committed to protecting your dream home so that your family has a place to share laughs, celebrations, and milestones, which is why their new homeowner discount rewards customers who have purchased a new home in the last 3 years with a discount on their homeowner's policy. American Family Insurance. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly.
Contact Rodney Bruff, agent at Rodney S. Bruff Agency Incorporated at 812-277-1400 today.
Discount and savings amounts and eligibility will vary. Some restrictions apply. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6,000 American Qualified, Madison, Wisconsin. Products not available in every state.
All right, and we are back. Number 73 is off the field. Trainer has his helmet in her hand. That's never a good sign. I think he's cramping, it looks like. I'm not for sure.
I have another quick score update. Paoli scored again on West Washington to make it 35-6.
Lions to the line. 3rd and 14 here on their own 19-yard line. Mole drops back, take pitch to Dent. Mole's got some pressure in front of him, and it's going to be a tipped pass, I believe, and it's going to fall just short of Braxton Dean on the screen pass, and it's going to bring up 4th and 14 for the Lions.
That is the exact same screen pass we saw him score on last week against Brownstown. If you can call it right, it's a game changer.
Yeah, the Valley, we saw it for the first time last week against Brownstown, but unfortunately Valley has watched their film and they knew it was coming. Lions come to the line here, 4th and 14, Mole in gun. Dent on his right, Braxton Dean out left, and here the Lions run a hard count here. There's the snap, fake handoff to Dent. Mole drops back. He's looking across the middle and throws an interception right into the hands of number 42, Ferkaiser, and he is back returning the ball and is brought down finally at the Springs Valley 29-yard line, and that was just a desperation throw there from Adam Mole.
Yeah, that linebacker, number 42, Perkiser, he dropped back into coverage, intercepted the ball at the 5-yard line, ran it to, let's see here, about the 30-yard line. That was about a 20-yard return, or 25-yard return there.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what Adam saw there. I saw a bunch of black jerseys standing in the middle of the field, and Adam threw the ball right to him. But that's going to bring us to the end of the third quarter here, where your Salem Lions trail the Springs Valley Blackhawks 49-12. At the start of the fourth quarter, we're going to step aside and take a short break.
The City of Salem Parks and Recreation Department is planning activities for your children and will have several events and opportunities this fall and winter. And don't forget to take advantage of our facilities at DePaul Park and Riley's Place Playground. Shelters are available to reserve by calling the office at 812-883-2895. There is an outside grill, picnic tables, and 4 basketball goals. Community Park on Salem's east side has a variety of activities, from basketball and tennis to skateboarding, and it's also the location for t-ball games, youth baseball, and adult softball leagues almost every evening and weekend. If you would like to reserve a field, please contact the Parks Department. Also, there is playground equipment, a covered shelter and picnic area, and volleyball and a basketball.
All right, and Springs Valley comes to the line, 1st and 10 on their own 30-yard line. And the JV has entered the game for Springs Valley. There's the handoff to number 2, Elijah Dickey, around the left side, cuts it back across the middle, picks up about 13 yards across the 40-yard line, and is going to be finally brought down by the Lions at the 43-yard line of Springs Valley. And that's good enough for another Springs Valley's first down.
Springs Valley is getting the play call from the coach as they use their wristbands.
A lot of JV kids in for Springs Valley. I'm pretty sure that's an entire JV team there.
I think you're right.
So to the line comes number 9, Caleb Quackenbush. Handoff to number 2, Elijah Dickey, around the left side. He cuts it back across the middle, runs over a line. He's across the 50, and he is brought down, I believe, after a gain that's good enough for another first down. 11-yard gain there for Springs Valley by number 2, Elijah Dickey, and that's going to bring up a first down for Springs Valley. 10:55 to go here in the fourth quarter. Lions trail 49-12.
That's some nice running we're seeing from that sophomore for Springs Valley, as he had 13 yards on the first carry and 11 on the second.
Yeah, he runs the ball hard. Valley back to the line. Caleb Quackenbush, number 9, in at quarterback. He's in the gun. I believe that's number 30 next to him there, Lucas Russell. 34 in motion, handoff on the jet sweeps, number 34 around the left side. He cuts it back across the middle, breaks a couple tackles. Ball is out and recovered by Springs Valley. They're going to rule him down, actually. actually. So he's going to be down at the 39-yard line there. That's going to be about an 8-yard pickup there for Springs Valley, and the ball squirted out after he hit the ground.
If it would have been a fumble, it would have been recovered by Springs Valley. So that was in Salem's favor because the ball rolled forward about 3 or 4 yards. It would have been a first down.
Speaking of JV teams, the Lions will host the Springs Valley Blackhawks on Monday at Salem.
No, we do not.
No, we don't.
We will be at Clarksville.
At Clarksville for the JV game Monday. Alan Quackenbush in the gun. Number 2, Elijah Dickey on his left here. There's the snap and the handoff to Dickey around the right side. He cuts it back across the middle, breaks a couple tackles. He's across the 35 and finally brought down at the 31-yard line, 32-yard line. And that's going to be enough for another Springs Valley first down, and they are on the move.
Yeah, Dickey's carried the ball 3 times on this drive with authority, just wiggling through the Salem defense. That was the shortest run, and that was a 7-yard carry.
Springs Valley back to the line. They've moved fast this entire game. Quackenbush in the gun. Number 30, Lucas Russell on his left. Number 2, Elijah Dickey on his right. 2 back set in the shotgun. 2 receivers out right. There's the snap and the handoff to Elijah Dickey around the left side. He's cut it back across the middle, and he is brought down by a pride of Lions across the 30-yard line, and he's going to make it down to the 26-yard line before he is brought down by, it looked like number 4, Logan Ditt was one of the Lions. There was a group of them there. So with 8:50 to go in the fourth quarter here, Lions trail 49-12 at Springs Valley. The play call is coming in for Springs Valley. They make their way to the line. Number 9, Caleb Quackenbush in the gun. Number 42, Perkaiser on his, number 43 actually, Wyatt Dillon on his left. Number 34, Carter Andrews on his right, 2 receivers out right. Handoff number 34, Andrews. He makes a couple cuts, runs up the middle. He's getting a push from his offensive group here. He's across the 25 and stops short of the first down at the 24. So that's going to bring up one of Springs Valley's first third downs of the night.
That's been a rare occasion for Springs Valley, but it's glad to see the JV players for both teams getting some reps here as they will work and try and earn their spot on this varsity team.
So 3rd and 2 for Springs Valley here. They come to the line on their own 24-yard line. Quackenbush in gun. Carter Andrews on his right. Elijah Dickey on his right. Carter Andrews out to the right. As the slot back here, 2 receivers out left in tight formation. Andrews in motion, snap, handoff to Dickey around the right. He breaks the tackle from one of the Lions, cuts it back across the middle. He's across the 20, and he's brought down at the 19-yard line. So that's going to be another first down there for Springs Valley.
That was another 6-yard pickup for Springs Valley.
Again, that number 2, Elijah Dickey.
He's got 5 carries on this drive alone.
Yeah, he's a 5'8", 165-pound junior or sophomore. I can tell you he weighs more than 165 pounds, but he's pure muscle from up here. That's obviously good potential for Springs Valley in the next couple of years as running back. Valley back to the line. Quackenbush in the gun. Russell to his left. Dickey to his right. Receivers on both sides. There is the snap and the handoff to Dickey to the left. He cuts it back across the middle. And he is going to be brought down after a very short gain of 4 yards. Not normally a short gain, but tonight that's been a pretty short gain for him. So it's going to bring up 2nd and 6 for the Blackhawks as they're continuing on their drive here. 6 minutes, 38 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. Lions trail 49-12 to Springs Valley. Blackhawks are making their way to the line here. Quackenbush in the gun. Russell on his left. Dickey on his right. 2 receivers outright. 2 back set here for the Blackhawks. And there is the snap. And the handoff number 30, Russell. He makes it across the middle. Makes it down to about the 11-yard line after crossing the 15 here. So it's going to be about a 4-yard gain, 5-yard gain for the Blackhawks. So that's going to bring up a short 3rd and 2 here, I believe. 3rd and 1 maybe. Either a long 1 or 3rd and a short 2 here for the Blackhawks.
This tempo is very fast in the Springs Valley offense.
Absolutely. We've seen this all night, but I think this JV runs it just as quick as the varsity does, and that's uncommon. Quackenbush in the gun. Dickey on his right. 2 receivers spread out right. 1 back set. Slot receiver to the left. And there's the snap, the handoff to Dickey up the middle, and he makes the cut up the middle, and he's going to walk into the end zone. Number 2, Elijah Dickey for Springs Valley on a 11-yard carry for another Springs Valley touchdown. That's going to bring the score to 55-12 with 5 minutes and 15 seconds to go here. Running clock because of the 43-point deficit here.
Dickey had 59 rushing yards on that and a touchdown.
Yeah, I mean, they got the ball at, like, what, the 24?
I think that was about the 30. That was after the pick.
So he had about, what, 10 yards there?
Oh, yeah. That was an 11-yard touchdown.
Other players had about 10 yards of the offense there on that drive.
Yeah.
Valley lines up for the point after kick. Number 10, McGee into kick. Number 2 to hold. Snap. Hold it down. Kick is up. And it is good. Springs Valley is going to take a 56-12 lead over Salem with 4 minutes and 35 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter. And we will be right back after a commercial from our sponsor.
Papa John's is bringing back their New York-style pizza for a limited time only for only $10.99. The oversized pizza has 8 big, foldable slices with just the right balance of crust and toppings. You'll feel like you're having a slice of pizza on the streets of New York, but without the traffic. Order one today online or with your Papa John's app, or call the Salem location at 812-883-3369. Each New York pizza is just $10.99 for a one-topping pie. The New York-style pizza is a classic that reigns supreme, so they are excited to offer customers this foldable crust favorite made with fresh, never-frozen dough. Remember, better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's. Order one today at 812-883-3369.
All right, and we are back here for the kickoff. Springs Valley is kicking to Salem. It's a deep kick, fielded at the 20-yard line by Noah Deaton. He's going to cut it back across the middle. He's got an opening. He makes a couple cuts, and he is brought down across the 35-yard line at the 38-yard line. So the Lions drive, I believe, probably going to be the final drive of the night for the Lions.
Yeah, especially with this running clock and 4:20 left in this game.
Yep, 4:20 to go. Lions trail 56-12. It's going to be a third blowout loss for the Lions in a row.
JV offense coming in for Salem.
Yep.
JV defense in for Springs Valley.
That looks like a big number 5, Ethan Larimore there, bringing in the play. 4 minutes to go here, 56-12, the Lions trail. Adler Cox in at quarterback. I'm not sure who the backs are here. He's under center, number 9 in motion. Snap, toss out to the right to number 18. He cuts it back across the middle. He's got an opening. He's across the 45. He's across the 50, and he is brought down at the Springs Valley 48-yard line. Huge 14-yard carry there for the Lions. Probably the biggest run play of the night for them.
Yes, that was most definitely the longest run play we've had.
So that was a great start to this drive for the Lions. Play comes in. Lions make their way back to the line here.
That was Dylan Walters on the carry.
Adler Cox under center here. Lions are 1st and 10 on the Springs Valley 48-yard line. There's the snap. Adler drops back, tosses it out right into the hands of a Valley Blackhawk, and he is running down the left side, and I believe he's going to return this 25-20, 15-10, 5, touchdown Valley. It is going to be a pick 6 for Springs Valley. Adler Cox threw the ball a little bit inside there. The defender was going to be number 5, Graham Notger. He is a 6-foot, 150-pound DB for Springs Valley. He is a sophomore. He caught the ball, was down the sideline completely by himself. It's going to put the current score before the kick at 62-12, 2:30 to go here. So it's going to be number 10, McGee, in for the point after kick. Elijah Dickey, number 2, on the hold. 2:25 to go here in the game. And there's a snap, hold it down, kick is up, and I believe that one was good. So that is going to put the score at 63-12, 2:15 to go here in the fourth quarter, and we will be right back after a short commercial break.
Got land? Want cash? Vital Farms is here to help. Become an egg farmer, and we'll set you up with our best-in-class support team. Teach you egg farming our way and compensate you fairly for the eggs you produce. Call 844-494-VITAL today to learn how you can transform tree-filled or underutilized land into cash flow for your family. Again, our number is 844-494-VITAL, or apply
Valley here has just put more points on the board. It's going to be 63-12 with 2:15 to go here in the fourth quarter. It's not like Valley's running the score up. They just scored a defensive touchdown here. So number 7 in for the kick. That's going to be Anakin Kiamo. He's a sophomore. We've seen him kick the ball. This is his third time kicking the ball up of the night. Back deep to receive for the Lions. It looks like number 6, Noah Deaton, number 32, Seth Ponsford. And everybody is set, and number 7 runs up. And there's the kick. And it's going to be a deep kick down to the 15-yard line, fielded by Noah Deaton, who's running back up the middle, breaks a tackle, got a gap. He breaks another tackle and is tripped up aggressively by at the 42-yard line by number 2, Elijah Dickey. Good to see Deaton get up comfortable after that tackle.
Yeah,
that was like a rough one.
That was a low hit. It was a hard hit. He was folded up awkward. This is probably going to be the last time Salem has the ball tonight. 1:50 left with a running clock.
Yeah, I said that last time, and I was mistaken. Lions come to the line here. 1st and 10 on their own 42-yard line. Adler Cox under center. 2 running backs in the back. Wide receiver on both sides. Snap, and it's going to be a toss to number 18, and he is going to be brought down in the backfield after a loss of a yard.
That was once again Dylan Walters on the carry.
So the Lions are going to come up here, 2nd and 11, 1:20 to go. They trail 63-12 in the fourth quarter here. Ball's on their own 41-yard line. Lions come back to the line here. Adler Cox under center. And 2 back set. Wide receivers on both sides here. And there's the snap and the toss to number 18, Dylan Walters. He cuts it back across, and he is immediately met at the line of scrimmage by a group of Springs Valley defenders. And he's going to pick up 2 yards there, get the original 1-yard loss back plus 1. But he was hit hard.
That is a correction. That was number 10, Braden Walters on the carry.
I am so sorry to the Walters family for getting the wrong kid there. Lions come back to the line, 3rd and 9 on their own 43-yard line. 34 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter. Lions trail 63-12. Cox under center. 2 back in the backfield, 1 receiver on both sides. And there is the snap. Nope, Walters in motion. There's the snap. Handoff up the middle, and he's immediately met as well after a 2-yard pickup. And I believe that's probably going to be the last play of the game there, Zach.
Yeah, that was was that number 34?
I believe so, yeah.
Corbin Boyle's in on the carry, a freshman.
So that's going to be the end of the game here as the teams line up. So over here at Springs Valley, your Salem Lions fall to the Springs Valley Blackhawks 63-12 at the end of regulation here. The teams are lined up here to shake hands. We're going to step aside for just a short commercial break real quick, and we will be right back.
After a joint surgery, injury, or illness, Meadowview and Salem Crossing are the best choices for helping you recover. Our Moving Forward rehabilitation program offers a full range of therapy. We're here to help you return home safely with the skills you need to live life on your own terms. Meadowview and Salem Crossing, 2 great options for your rehabilitation. To learn more, visit asccare.com or call 888-996-8272. Planning to buy some land or build a new home or maybe put up a fence? Do you know your property line? Are you in a floodplain? When it comes to surveying your property, call someone you can trust with years of experience. That's McAllister Land Consulting. Call 812-274-0860. Providing fast, friendly service at reasonable rates. McAllister Land Consulting can provide a wide range of services, including residential and commercial certified land surveys, flood elevation certificates, and land usage consulting. Get to know your property. Call McAllister Land Consulting for a free quote today at 812-274-0860.
And we are back. Over here at Springs Valley, that is a final score here. At the end of regulation, the Lions fall to a very good Springs Valley Blackhawks team, 63-12. Valley had some good, very, very athletic players tonight. Some kids that we've seen a couple times this season. One puts me in mind is the Shuck kid from Scottsburg. Another one puts me in mind is number 40 from Brownstown, number 41, whichever number he was. Both very athletic running back. The Lions face that again tonight with number 31, Christian Hamilton, who had control of most of the offense there for the Blackhawks. Zach, do you have that tallied up yet?
Yeah, I got some stats tallied up. Number 31, Christian Hamilton, ended up with 176 yards on the ground. These are unofficial numbers. And 3 touchdowns. Number 41, Noah Allstott, had 50 rushing yards and 2 touchdowns. And then for Salem, Mull had 36 yards on the ground, 2 for 6 passing, a touchdown pass, and an interception. And Dent had 71 yards rushing.
So it was another, great game there from Logan Dent. He carries our offense most of the time. Number 31 carries Spring Valley's offense most of the time. But unfortunately, the Lions fell short again. Zach, do you have any score updates from around?
Yeah, I got some quick score updates. In the third quarter, Paoli is leading West Washington 35-6. Pekin that is not updated. Providence is beating Charlestown 31-6. Corden was up 20-0 at the half against Pekin. That is the last update we had. And Corden is our opponent next week at Corden Central.
Yeah, Corden's been they've been a not great team this year. 0-4, haven't won a game. Looks like they're probably going to win the first game of the season tonight. They're going to come into that Salem game next week 1-5. Salem's going to come into that game next week 1-5. It's going to be a matchup of 2 1-5 teams. That's Salem traveling to Corden next week. Corden's had a kind of an interesting season, honestly. They've had some big losses. They put 20 points on Brownstown, so they put the most points the Brownstown team this year. However, they've also gotten beat by Scottsburg. They put more points on Scottsburg, but they allowed more points. So it's just been a back-and-forth season for Corden. Looks like we haven't got an updated score, but looks like they're going to get the best of Pekin tonight and break that losing streak that Corden has. I believe they're going to break that 4-game losing streak for them and maybe turn it into the first win of the season for them. Unfortunately, over here at Springs Valley tonight, Salem just did not have any answers for Springs Valley.
Yeah, it'll be interesting next week seeing Corden play. Just looking at the statistics prior night, they had a senior receiver who was number 7 in the state in receiving yards with 486, and their sophomore quarterback is number 2 in the MSC in passing yards with 816. That, to me, points that next week we're going to see a lot of passing from the Corden Central Panthers.
Yeah, and the pass game has been the weakness of Salem this year. They got through all over on by Scottsburg, at Scottsburg. I think that quarterback threw for like 308 yards or something like that, something crazy. Zoe's making her way towards Coach Gleason, it looks like. Not sure where Coach Gleason's at. She's pointing at him. He's walking away from her. He don't want to talk to her, apparently. But he's over on the sideline. She's waiting for him. But, yeah, Salem has a tough matchup next week against Corden. The way it looks right now and the way Salem's played this year, honestly, I hate to say it, but it looks like every team's going to be a tough matchup for the Lions.
It'll be an interesting matchup, especially, like I said, other than Scottsburg, we really can't say we haven't played a huge passing team. Maybe Silver Creek a little bit, but not like Scottsburg was.
No, Scottsburg looks like they throw the ball a lot. Coach Gleason's making his way back across the field. Let's get Zoe on the air here and see if we can hear her. Can you hear us, Zoe?
Can you hear me?
Yep, we can hear you. Can you hear us?
Yep.
All right, we've got Coach Gleason here. He's getting everything set up. Coach, can you hear us? Not yet. Can you hear us, Coach Gleason?
Yeah, I think so.
All right, Coach Gleason. So another tough loss for the team tonight. Another big loss for the team tonight. However, next week at Corden, we're facing a team that is going to throw the ball a lot more than we've seen this season. What's the answer to that?
Yeah, it's going to be, we're in a rut right now. We got to, I thought we'd put up a better fight. We just didn't put up a better, we just didn't put up a better fight. But we'll get better. We'll get better at it. it's just, we're very young. We got a lot of sophomores playing, heck, even some freshmen. So hopefully we get a little bit better this week in practice. I thought we got better this week in practice, and that's what matters. The scoreboard's just not indicating that how we're doing and what we're getting better.
So we're across the hump of our season. The first 5 teams we played had a combined record of 12-3 before tonight. The rest of the 4 remaining teams had a record of 4-12. So are you looking for some things to change here in the second half of the season?
Well, I hope so. It's just, the caliber of teams we're playing some great teams, but, we got to put up a better fight, and I don't know if we're going to beat anybody tonight, the way, I thought effort-wise was good. I thought mentally we weren't there, just weren't there mentally, but, we live to play another day. We'll get back at it next week and get ready for Croydon.
All right, thank you, Coach Gleason. We'll let you get up to the bus there. Nice words there from Coach Gleason after another tough loss for the Lions. Again, the Lions fall 63-12 over here at Springs Valley to the Springs Valley Blackhawks. Zach, you have any final words before we head off of here?
I think this pretty well hits what we talked about in the pregame. We got to stop Walls out there at receiver. We had to stop Hamilton in the running back position, and we really just couldn't get it done for both of them. And they did what they were going to do, and they were on the north side of what they averaged with 63 points tonight, and they averaged 50 points a game. So,
yeah, you hate to see a team get beat by 51 points, especially your home team, or not your home team, but your team that you're cheering for. You never want to see them get beat that bad. But make sure you guys, all listeners out there, tune in this weekend. Tomorrow, WSLM will have the IU versus Charlotte football game on. Pre-game starts at 11. Noon is the kickoff for that. And then later on, we'll have the Reds and the Pirates in the MLB world. And then tomorrow night, number 7, Tennessee, at number 15, Oklahoma. That's going to be a good matchup at 7 o'clock. And then Sunday, the Bears at the Indianapolis Colts kickoff at 1 p.m. Pre-game show starts at noon. This broadcast has been brought to you by John Jones Auto Group, McDonald's of Salem, Salem Crossing, Meadowview Healthcare, and McAllister Land Consultants.
Also brought to you by Salem Speedway, Washington County Tire, Schneck Hospital, Papa John's of Salem, and Marshall Monument.
Thank you to everybody who tuned in to us this Friday night. Again, the Lions fell to the Springs Valley Blackhawks at Springs Valley, 63-12. Monday night, we've got the JV game. The Lions travel to Clarksville.
Correct.
And then next Friday night, Zach and I will be back as the Lions travel to visit the Corden Central Panthers. For anybody out there, have a good week, stay safe, and God bless you all.